Right, yes, guys. How are you, folks, in all parts of the world? My name is Marshal Commander. How are you? How are you? Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right, guys. Today, I told you a long time ago that the Air Marshal Commander is coming back to discuss our topics. My name is Air Marshal Commander. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what? For taking your time to wait for all these programs. I'm back with some topics, guys. Today I'm coming with a topic, a very, very funny topic. A lot of people won't like the topic, but I don't want to lie to you. I think it's good for us to discuss these topics. Why do I think these topics are very important? They are very, very important to our lives. Growing up, we used to call abafana abahlala eTongrufu abesikhala abazalwa umuntu ongumlungu lo muntu omnyama sibathi ngama-colored. So, you know what? It has been a common thing. What you want to say, I'm a colored. And a lot of people, they still do it. I'm a colored. But let's be honest today. Let's discuss and we want to know what is umuntu othiwa colored. Skruma. Chichi knows colored. What is a colored? Because, by moving in areas, by moving to Europe, it has taught me a lot of things that, you know what, I have got to be careful of the words I use. I might say to a friend of mine, but by saying that, so what is a colored? Because we need to, learn you know what, sifunde ukuthi uyazuthi omunye umuntu singabe sim-abuse singakwazi. You look at what happened in the last few weeks. A top guy was working for the Football Association in the UK. He resigned over a comment he made. So umuntu ozalwa ngubaba kumbe ngumama ongumlungu lomunye hello Clayton, how are you Bizabani kunjani? Long time, guys. Thank you so much. So guys, let me just send this link on Facebook, so that those who want to come in and talk, you can come and talk. But do me a favor, guys. When you come in here, please do me a favor. Don't let's not take this thing as a political issue. I don't want to end up diverting our topic to politics. I don't like it. It's not something which I like myself. So let's discuss this topic as a topic, not putting it as a political thing. It's not a political thing. I have got a lot of people who like to divert my topics. They say, "Are politics?" I don't like that. So, what is umuntu ozelwe ngomunye let's just say ubaba, let's just say ubaba likhiwa, ubaba umlungu. Let's just say ubaba umlungu and then umama ngumuntu wesintwini. what do you call umuntu onjalo? How many colors are classified? Very good. Yibo abantu abathandayo ababuya sikhulume ngama-topic anje noma Themba. You know what? Let me just put this ku-Facebook laphana ukwenzela ukubana nxa bekhona abafuna ukungena abafuna ukuthi bangene bafake imbono yabo mana sibona ukuthi singakwenza kanjani laphana mana ngithumele ilink le kulabana abafunayo ukuthi khona sibathumele ilink so that you can come in and talk. As long as we discuss these topics without putting e-politics phakathi, it becomes easier for us ukubana siyenze i-topic yethu. What is e-colored? We know we grew up doing it. I know I've done it. I've said it long time ago. Hey, amakaradi, yes, amakaradi. I've done it, and I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. I've said it before. Amakaradi. I've said it before. Amakaradi. So what is amakaradi? What is ikaradi? I want people what are colors? Please, guys. I started in the program as saying is player upon. Let's take this program as a learning a topic. What are colors? Hey, Salmonani, Jovu, Unjani, talent. Hey, when I hear talent, how many colors are classified for abantu? Hey, about today, after a long time, guys. I know a lot of people have been saying hi. Polite, so guys. Let me just see which one about Mangela. Miriam, I want you. I know you love this topic. This is almost it. That's me. This is almost the summer level. I think my carry personal good. Okay. Let me just send you this link. Let me just send you the link there on Facebook. Ukwenzela ukuthi khona abantu bangangena sikhulume nge-topic lesibanenge. What are colors? What are colors? Who is a color? Who is classified as amacolors? You know, just take as Zimbabwe. Ngobani okuthiwa khona ngama-colors? Ngobani okuthiwa ngama-colors? Who are those people esibabiza sithi ngama-colors? Ngoba I have seen a lot of people we love to say ukuthi kuthiwa khona ama-colors lawa ayahlupha, ama-colors lawa ayahlupha. Who is a colored? Who is classified as ama-colored? Calling someone a colored, is it a dangerous thing? Ukuthi khona ama-colored. Right. Well, thank you, Paula, for sharing this topic. Yes, I've sent it to the panel who saying for those who want to join in, right. If you want to join the streamer there, I've sent you the link. I'm going to go Facebook. Lapana is Zamuyenzela Amachiri Church, but let me try and send this one. Okay, right. Okay, right. So I love this. Let me take off this link there. It's invalid. Okay, let me hide this. So guys, I can see the number is growing very, very much. So who are colors? What is a color? Umuntu okuthiwa alawa ngama-colored lawa umuntu onjani? Ungubani umuntu ole right ukuthi abanye abantu athi ngama-color. What is a color? Munhu anozi ama-colors emqondo bantu bakayitha sei ngabantu abanjani okuthiwa ngama-color. I want to know. Ama-messages laphana ngiyabona ayangena laphana working. Uyasebenza working bra next time. Okay, no problem, Sisi Miriam. Mixture of white, black. Okay, I like that. So for those who want me to send talent for those who want to join me, I don't want to talk on my own. Definitely, I don't want to talk on my own. Let me see if I can get someone in. I'm to the link. Okay, there. Okay, I've sent that link there. Then I'm going to copy the link and paste it. Oh, link guys, link. Forgive me. I can see your comments. But I just want long time talent in Yabong. I just want people to join in so that we can make it easier. Okay, right. Right. So guys, we hear a lot of people saying, hey, amakaradi akosibanda, amakaradi akobani bani, amakaradi ngumntwana ozalwa ngumlungu lomuntu omnyama or Indian or white or black or other color or other any color. Mixture of white. There is almost the same level as tribalism. Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you guys. Will you allow me to take off this jacket? I won't remain with nothing. I will remain with something. I chose in starting room. So very good. So guys, talk to me. So yeah, colored in Africa are people who are not African, black or European. So yes, Matot. So guys, I have sent a link. Let me just copy the link and see if I can get the link and send it. Feel free to join in. Hey, Umzala John Piri is joining me. Hello, Umzala John Piri. I can see you, Lapana Putuami. Hey, Nyabubola Lapana. Hey, thank you so much, Umzala. Mzala limfayela mahati la malaiti. Like Umzala diamkubulu Putuami from Imvenge Lapana. Ukona da usbugele. So, guys, for those who want to join me on this topic, what are colors? City we talk on amakaradi. What are we talking about? Amakaradi lao. Who is classified as amakaradi? Is it calling someone ikaradi a right thing? Is it right to call someone amakaradi? Is it a right thing? Or is it that's what amakaradi lao ayashuba? Colors pretty much look the same like Portuguese. Mina ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi kona ukubiza umuntu i-colored, is it right to call someone i-colored? That's what I want to know. Is it a right thing to say, you know what, I'm a colored law? Is it a right thing? Is it a right name to call other people I'm a colored? Is it right or not? That's what I want to know. Kuyinto e-right yini ukuthi kona uthi emuntwini uthi alawo ngama-colored law, right? Mana mbona phana ukuthi yesengayifaka u-Arnold laphana futhi bese ngikhomba ngifake e-Facebook. Right, for those who want to join the topic, who want to join live, yes, so people are natural color. Thank you so much. Yes, it is. Okay, but why am I saying this? In Europe, I think a lot of people would agree with me. I saying to me, right, I'm copying this link here. If I go to Facebook, right, guys, anyone wants to come in, go on my Facebook there. Uzabona ilink engiyifakile laphana. Semfake ilink ye StreamYard. Just follow that link and come in. Kuyafana nalathi sibizwa njalo ukuthi laba abantu abamnyama. Okay. Semfake ilink for those who want to come in. I put a link on Facebook there. If you go to my page laphana uzabona ilink. Just come in laphana. Ngazithela ngitiye chisa yomnandi. Ngazithela lama computer amazacitsha. Mana ngicithe ngikhipha itiye yazi ukuthi nxa ungela muntu okuphekelayo kuyahlupha kakhulu, but ngakhuluma njalo abantu bathi pizza sikudingela umuntu okupheka, hayi ayimfuna umuntu ongukumphekela. So right, let me take off this link here. Okay, let me take off this link laphana ke sidiscusseni siboneni ke sengiyifakile ilink ku Facebook laphana, sengiyifakile ilink ku Facebook. So guys, when we say amakaradi in Africa, especially in South Africa, it's fine, but America, they are called mixed races. Okay. Ngicela omunye ofuna ukuthi ngimfake angene sikhulume live. Ngicela linjela ukubana lingizwa kahle na ngoba ngikhulumisa ngisebenzisa i-studio sase-broadcast. Linjela ukuthi ngizwa kahle ngifake phela ama-hearts lama-lives. Guys, you know why I came in with such a topic? That ngihlanganele amanye ama-journalist khonapha eManchester izolo sikhuluma ngendaba ye-racism. Then it was after one of the FA top guy oresigneleyo efake i-comment yokuthi the colours, then bamfaka i-pressure kwakhulunywa ngakho ku-parliament, kwakhulunywa ngakho e-parliament, wagcina eresigna echiya umsebenzi. So I grew up myself, I still do it. As you know that I always tell you ukuthi mina isikole engafunda kiso abantu abamnyama eklasini sasibathathu. So kwakuningi babe abantu bona besibabiza sithi ngama-colored lamakhiwa, kuthiwa seRoy Welensky. By that time kwakuyisikolo samakhiwa. So I always grew up calling abantu ababona besibathi ngama-colored sithi hey umngane wami oli-colored. So but when I've moved to Europe now, And I've realized that if I use the term colored, it becomes racism. It becomes something very, very, I've got to be dangerous. It can be dangerous, sorry. Imagine, but right, imagine, let's just say I'm the head of BBC. I'm the head of BBC. I'm giving you an example. I'm the head of BBC. Then someone comes in and say, can you tell us, tell us about your workers? How many certain groups do you have? Because what I've done, I've written to BBC, as you all know, that written lines are media. So, so then imagine, let's just say I've got the job. Then bese uthiwa kona Philip sicela usinikeze phela ilokhu i-diversity ye-BBC ukuthi abantu abamnyama bangaki. Bese sithi abantu abamnyama singu-50 bangu-15 ama-color kanjanja. I'll be making a serious crime and I can lose my job by saying things like that. But not knowing ukuthi kona ezinye izinto we take them sisithi hayi. So guys, ngicela nini ofuna ukungena sidiscuss ngendaba. I would love to have umuntu oziclassifya esithi ngama-color angene azikhulumele ukuthi hayi mina Philip, I feel offended by being called i-colored. Because mina nabangani abaningi kakhulu. I've got so many friends. I grew up with a lot of different people. I met these people because my parents were railways. So we were moving up and down the country. You meet amakaradi, you meet abantu, you meet abantu. So by moving now, I've realized ukuthi kona ukubiza omunye umuntu sithi ngamakaradi is very wrong. It's not right. But do you feel offended now umuntu sithi kona amakaradi? Do you feel offended if someone says, these colors, they don't want to do this? How do you feel when people classify you as e-colored? That's what I want to know. Come on, guys. I don't want to talk on my own. One thing I hate is to talk on my own. I hate talking on my own. I hate coming with a topic and talk on my own. I prefer to have a guest in the studio. Right. Ngiyabona phana laphana kulo ustar ukhona. Yeah. Star ngicela Star's paper ngicela ungene Star. You are one example, Star. I need you to be correct. But you are one example okhulela labantu besikharati. Ngicela ungene sikhulume ngendaba leyi. Abafuna ukufona liyafona. Yes, ngicela ungene, share this video, and don't share this video so that Philip becomes popular. I don't want to be popular. I want to be a person who comes in with topics to educate other people, to learn. There are so many people abalo mama ongulikhiwa, abalo mama ongumuntu omnyama lekhiwa. There are so many people abalabazali So in actual fact, I want us to discuss about what is ikarat. Why sisithi lo umuntu ngamakarati? Why? Kulabanye abathi lo half caste. Abanye bathi kona mixed race, abanye bathi ngama-colors, abanye abafuni lakuzwa ukuthi kona So what is the right term esingalisebenzisa umuntu olobaba olikhiwa kumbe olomama olikhiwa omunye ongumuntu omnyama? Ngeriphi word ratingashandisa rinofanira kushandiswa rilinyatso right ukuthi oshandisiwa ukunze kwekuthi aiwa awamakaradi kawo awa ndio makaradi kawo uyu mkaradi because ndodanana nemkaradi unozekagero kangu kakamkaradi kanobva kunorthern. What is the right term yatinofanira kuita? Because you know what, we have always taken these things for granted, but not knowing that sometimes we'll be offending other people by calling omunye umuntu ikarat. So who is classified as ikarat? Who is classified as blacks? So come on, guys, don't let me talk on my own. If talking on my own, I'll end up ending the broadcast. Ngibona mahathi lama likes abantu abaningi laphana, kodwa ambone abantu abacommentayo laphana. So ngicela ukubona maybe kukhona lapho emphambanisa khona. Yeah, so I just want to say I can see number yabantu likhona sibili, kodwa ngicela phela nindlela ukuthi amakaradi nxa kuthiwa khona umuntu ulikaradi ngumuntu onjani. Kana kuchiza uyu mkaradi kawo kunengotshela kwamunhu akaita sei. umkomana wepha next door apha uya karora mkharati umfana we-next door lwana othethe ikharati kuneke utshirirwa munhu akaita sei babe bekhuluma ngomuntu onjani xa kuthiwa khona hayi lo umntwana ngamakharati abantwana bakonkomo abakosiphephankomo ngamakharati abantwana bakofisha ngamakharati kuyabe kusitshoni why do they call them amakharati ngicela ukuzwa kuyini from you guys it looks like ngikhuluma ngedwa into esengiyibonile ngikhuluma ngedwa but khanya hayi i-live yethu khanya iphuma kahle sibili our life is doing very well so ngicela ukuzwa kini bantu benkosi ukuthi kona nxa kukhulunywa ngamakharati kukhulunywa ngabantu abanjani I just want to hear from you guys kanti selithule zwi akusela muntu ophendulayo ngiqede yini i-live broadcast it looks like alifuni kungijoyina no one wants to join me Mzala John Piri, you are a senior to us in journalism. You are a senior to us. Who is classified as colored? John Piri, ngicela utype khona apho bhuti. What is umuntu othiwa yi-colored? Xa kuthiwa khona e-Cranbourne kuhlala ama-colored. Xa kuthiwa khona e-St. Martins kuhlala ama-colored. Xa kuthiwa e-Thorngrove kuhlala ama-colored. Xa kuthiwa khona eNorthley kwafunda amakharati e-Evelyn kugcwele amakharati ngobani kanti vele inkinga ikuphi ngoba siyabe sizama ukuthi siza kuhle hayi ngiyakuzwa talent akula nkinga talent akula nkinga inkinga isuka ibe khona kithi ngapha esihlala emazweni e-Europe ungabiza omunye umuntu sithi these are colors umsebenzi uyaphela ngapha thina esihlala khona e-Europe inika i-example yokuthi kona no it was done by that colored guy you lose your job in Europe you lose your job regardless buza bonke abahlala e-Europe baza kutshela ukuthi angikabi manga lase-Arcadia thank you so much Munet so when you say in Europe I don't want to lie to you where where I live in the UK, if you call umuntu uti, those are colored, I'm telling you, ask anyone who lives in the diaspora, especially in the UK, you can be sacked, you can be reported, it can be an offense to call umuntu uti uli colored. Ask anyone ohlala e-England, uza kutshela ukuthi uPhilip akaqambe manga. So that's why you know what? It's so good. We educate one another, not to talk about ukukhululana izigqoko. Because I know ukuthi abantu bakithi singakhuluma ngendaba yokuthi what ezamacansi kuyagcwala la. Asikhulumeni ngento eziyakhayo. Mele lilandele imithetho eyangapho ngoba thina ngapha akuzi lutho kunjalo. Talent. Ngifuna ukutshela gazilana ukuthi I understand ngoba i-Africa vele ezinye izinto ezinye izinto esingeke sizikhulume lapha vele ngiyakwazi ukuthi i-Africa vele alikulandeli so yikho ngithi hayi kathi what was the point of me coming to Europe? The point of me coming to Europe was to learn and then I get that knowledge and take it back to Africa. So that is another thing which we need to address ukuthi hayi ukubiza omunye umuntu usithi hayi i-colored le I saw into it's not the right thing. I'm a colored. It's not. It's not. But what is the right term? That's what I want to know. Yiliphi igama elihle ubana simbize umuntu singa offendanga umuntu ngoba omunye umuntu uyaba offended without knowing when ungakwazi ukuthi hayi that person is offended. So what is a colored? Who is classified as ama-colored? Imistake kuyimistake yini ngoba into embi ukubiza omunye umuntu sithi ama-colored lawo you see because I grew up saying you know what mina ngakhulana lama-colored vele mina ngakhulana lama-colored even i-language yami yama-colored but sengubonile kathesi ngisebenzela abantu abamnyama lapha e-England ngabona abathathu omunye umama likhiyo omunye umuntu omnyama umJamaican and we are so close. But ngathi ngimbuza ngathi what do you classify yourself? What I'm mixed race. Wakhuluma yedwa what you feel I'm classified as in mixed race. Mixed race. So how can you see umuntu ehamba esitridini ukuthi le yi-mixed race? Ubona ngani ngoba ubomvu? How can you tell ukuthi umuntu yi-mixed race ungawazi ungatshelwanga? That's where my question is. So nxa usithi umuntu li-colored, you know the problem engayibona ngabantu bakithi, asisapotani, asisekelani, alifuni ukuya sikhulume la. Maybe ngikhuluma ngedwa, nxa ngikhuluma ngedwa is fine, but I'll talk for maybe 20 minutes bese ngivala i-program. But I need to know ukuthi nxa kuthiwa khona umuntu li-colored kuchiwoni. Is it right ukubiza umuntu i-colored? Is it the right language ukuthi hey ama-colored lawo? Is it right? You know, mina I don't want to lie to you. I didn't know ukuthi it was not good ukubiza until I realized sembona umuntu eseresign umsebenzi. So let's bring it on. Who wants to come in? Ngubani ofuna ukungena? Sesifundile ngoba besingakwazi ukuthi singaba biza njani. Thanks. No. Yabona talent. Ungabe wena usufundile. But abantu bakithi, so I don't want to lie to you. You know, it's so good ukuthi. Let me tell you something. Right now amaZimbabweans amaningi azuza imisebenzi e-Europe, especially amanesi. Bayabuya e-UK ngendaba ye-nursing. Uyabona? A lot of Zimbabweans, they are coming to UK, they are coming to America ngendaba ye-nursing, bebhali test bepasa bazuza. In the last few days kubuye amaZimbabwean ayi-4 e-island engwazi engawancedisayo ukuthi babhali test babuye. So umuntu uyabe buya eZimbabwe uyi-nurse on 3 days whatever ubusu admita umuntu ku-duty as a nurse. You have got 1 week ubuyile usuka eZimbabwe. You do what you call a handover in the morning. You do a handover in the morning. Ebusuku ntambama uyenze i-admission yomuntu omnyama. Wakaita admission yomuntu mtema. Let me just put it in English, but I'm going to use broken English because me, I'm not good in English. I don't want to lie to you. In the last few weeks, a lot of Zimbabweans have been coming to the UK as nurses. A lot. I helped the 4 people. Successfully, they managed to come in. They are working in Ireland. Yes. Okay? So, what I'm trying to say here is, you do your duty as a nurse on your first week. You do admissions at night. In the morning, when you are handing over, let's just say in your admissions, there was someone who is black in that admissions. Okay. You do what you call a handover in the morning. Uchipa hand over kunemo staff in the staff which works during the day. You do a handover. Last night we admitted Mr. Talent himself, a colored guy. She's Zimbabwean by birth, 47 years old. And then we admitted an Indian guy, so Mr. Mohammed. And then we admitted, we are doing the handover, right? And then you write down a colored guy. You only 4 days in the UK as a nurse. Then that person you called colored, you see the records, a care plan record or whatever, and then he takes it further that you called me a colored. You called me a colored. That is an offense. That person doesn't know what he wants is you called him a colored. He takes it an offense. You lose your job within 4 days. You have just come to the UK on a working visa and you were brought by that company. You lose your job because you called someone a colored person. And the next option, because you are brought by that company, the option is you have got to go back until you apply again because you came in to work for that company. But because you didn't know that calling someone a colored person is an offense, you didn't know. Because in Africa, we always say mixed race colors, but you didn't know. Then you lose your job. They don't accept that you didn't know. So that's why I come with topics like this. Calling someone a colored is not right. I have been doing it myself, Philip Smanda. I've been calling my friends colored, but it's not the right term to use. Thank you. What I love with you, Stephen, you always love to be in our topics. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. So, please call me black should be a dismissible pair. Okay. Okay. So, I hope, Stephen, you know this. I know that you know what calling someone a colored in the UK is not right. You know that, Stephen. I know. Only that maybe probably you are busy. I could have asked you to come in, but I know you can't. You are at work at the moment. It is an offense calling someone colored. So what is the right term? That's what I want to know. It is an offense. Regardless, calling someone a colored Steve, it is an offense. If you didn't know, it is an offense. Let's discuss. Let's talk about it. That's why we have these topics. What is the right term? Eyokubiza ubaba or umama or umlungu lo mama kumbe indoda umuntu omnyama umntwana wakhona ubizwa athiweni. A child of umlungu lo muntu omnyama umntwana wakhona ubizwa athiweni. Abanye bathi ngama-colored, abanye bathi ngama-mixed race, abanye bathi ngama-half caste. Which one is the right term and which one is the wrong term? Stephen Pendul. Just call me with full name. Douglas Dapat. Part B Douglas. 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 You are doing a description about someone. You are describing someone to your colleagues. Let's just say you want to describe a friend of yours who was arrested, and some people they say, I can't remember him. It doesn't come to my face. Who is he? Then you stand up and say, no, this colored guy, you don't remember this colored guy who likes to wear sunglasses. This half caste. So it happens. I can't believe that, Steve. I can't believe that, Steve, you didn't know this. Or what you call him, umuntu uyikhala is it's an offense. It is a big offense, Steve, my young brother. For how long are we going to know ukuthi ukubiza omunye umuntu colored is wrong? For how long are we going to know? And we need to know a description okumele siyisebenzise. Umuntu olomzali munhu ane mubereki umwe murungu mumwe munhu mutema mwana wacho anonzi chii. Give another. Are you telling me that you have never heard anyone saying amakaradi awedon group? Are you telling me that you have never heard anyone saying, you know, amakaradi awe nothings? No. Why I'm saying that, Steve? Because you are saying, ufake example yokuthi kona then calling me black should be it is dismissible M17. Some people they take it offensive. Ukuthi is kona I'm black. It's true. It's true. Let's not talk chance if let's tell the truth as it is, Steve, my brother. You know what I love with Steve? Steve is my young brother. He loves education. He loves this. But Steve, if something is wrong, it's wrong. Will you call your colleague a colored M17 when ubhale M17 ukuthi colored so and so? Will you write it down? For instance, uhambe wa-M17 as you work ku-social services wayavizithela umntwana olobaba olikhiyeni ubhale phansi ku-care plan yomntwana ukuthi li-colored. Will you do that? Will you do that? Give me a link. Okay, let me send you a link. I love Steve. I love Steve. Let me send you a link. Okay, Steve, if it comes. There. I've sent you a link, Steve. Okay. Let's wait for Steve. Because we need to educate a lot of people in this. A lot of people, they don't know. And a lot of people, they take things for granted. A lot of people, they take things for granted. Calling someone e-colored. Some people, they do it without knowing. We accept it. Or would you be not knowing? I've sent you the link, Stephen. You can hide if you want to hide. If you don't want to be seen, anyone wants to come in, you can hide. Let's discuss. Because we have seen a lot. We have seen a lot of people, they take things for granted. Right, Manabalaba comments lapha. People use those calling. If it offends someone, then use the name. Okay. Mwana wepamu puranga papastopo mutete mutsuku uya womuziva here. Okay. Steve, I've sent you the link. Check your inbox on your messenger. Apple Kumar, welcome. Are you telling me, you guys, you have never heard people saying amakaradi? Oh, sorry, by the way, you're admitting which one a term colored is right. Anyone wants to come in, tell me, who said the link, ubuye sikhulume, ukubiza umuntu i-colored. The only thing colored are curtains, full stop. Ngumesinkosi. Khumbulani, Nyandeni, Gazlan, Gampofu. I hope uqinile mfana. I-COVID ayikuthatha. Sikhule sisizwa kuthiwa na amakaradi. Takakura chinzwa kuchinzi makaradi. Tisingazivi. A lot of you here, you are in the diaspora. All of you here, a lot of you are in the diaspora here. Almost half of the, or maybe 80% of you are in the diaspora. Am I wrong? Ukuthi kona ukubiza umuntu ikaradi licala asento evunyelwa e-England or e-UK. Am I wrong? Am I right? Lingesabi. uSteve uthe uyabuya sebalekile. Ngikuthumela ilink ku messenger ye Facebook. Ngikuthumela ilink ungesabi. And don't feel intimidated by me saying, calling someone, ngikhona guys. Lami ngiyabonga kakhulu ngisaphila. Well done. Don't be intimidated by me saying, calling someone ukuthi colored is a wrong name. It is a wrong name. Regardless, like it, you don't like it. It's not right to call another person with the colored, including me, Phillips man. I've been doing it for years. But it's not the right term to call Omnyomuntu with the colored. It is not the right term. It is not a right term to call Omnyomuntu with the colored. We have moved. We have traveled to learn. Interesting, I see so right. We grew up not knowing. It's not right. You can lose your job for calling umuntu with the colored. Let's tell the truth as it is. Let's bring education to our Zimbabweans. Let's bring education to our brothers and sisters. Let's take this so that other people, they can learn from us. We are here to educate one another. Calling someone colored is not a right term to use. It is not a right term to use. Are you telling me that when let's just say, let me just give you an example. Let me just give you an example. In your workplace, I know back in Zimbabwe, they don't even know. They call it, they think it's normal. But in your workplace, Europe, at handover, just say last night I admit Mr. James Nimandi. At handover, I just say last night I admitted Mr. Thank you, Pat Douglas, thank you. But when you are describing someone, you are doing a description of someone. You are doing a description of someone who is mixed race, as we always say. As we always say, you are describing someone or a mixed race. We have got a tendency, especially Zimbabweans. We always say, Ikarad. We do it. It's not right. It's not a right way to do. And you lose your jobs. You lose your umsebenzi when because you don't know. Let's tell people the truth. Let's educate our brothers and sisters the truth. Calling someone Ikarad. Is it the right term? Let's discuss. That's why I brought the topics. Hey, here they call us black colors. Where are you givers, Nazwe? I want to know. Umnami uthe ngithumele link sebalekile. Andiyabona ukuthi ukwenza i-argument ungelaqiniso. Uthe ngithumela i-link sebalekile. Mina, I want someone who comes in with fair points. My young brother said, send me a link. I sent him a link. He has run away because he had no points. Calling someone a colored. I'm giving you Zimbabweans. There is the topic here. Is it a right word to use? Is that a right term to use? Dololo. Now you're shifting, saying, describe that person by name. But you're describing someone who is mixed race. The name doesn't appear in your head. The name doesn't appear in your head. You are doing a handover to the staff which are working during the day. Now, Zeti, very good. Here comes now, it topic is imnant. Now my brother is here, Zeti Dube. Well done, Zeti. This is the guy I want to talk about. Now, Zeti Dube, welcome. Long time, Afana, we are back with our topics.
That's good, madam.
I've been having a lot of difficulties, Zeti.
It's life.
Yes.
There is
talent in the panel. I think, hello, Tali.
Yeah, well.
Gunjani, Tali.
Yeah, Pila Linja.
I've got a cousin who talent talent himself. We are Uzet.
Yeah, what was his talent again?
Yeah, Pila Dube Linja.
I sorry.
You can hear each other, one another.
Yeah.
How do you think about, anyway, first and foremost, how are you guys?
Mm-hmm.
We are fine.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the topic. No, I'm very well. I don't want to lie to you. I was having a lot of difficulties. I lost my mom in the last few months.
Yeah.
Yes, right. We have got so Mnandi lapha sokulo studio controller lapha. Guys, welcome Steve. And ngizaqala what's that?
Yebo, madam.
Yes.
Yeah. Good sounding ezona phana.
Yeah, Steve, what is sound?
That's good.
Yeah. Yes, continue.
Yeah, are you topic is it okay to call someone a colored?
Yes.
Madam, I'll start off and say, as long as the term was not formed by those people, it is never okay.
Okay.
We are stuck in names that we did not give ourselves. Therefore, do not know the meaning or what is meant to give to the other people that formed those names. Yeah. Since this is because colored, then we have to turn around and take back the name. Right?
Yeah.
But malume awunyeke utake back ibizo ongazange uzinike lona wena.
Yeah.
Umuntu owunike ibizo lona leli knows the power of that name. Knows the historical connotations of that name. Right?
Yeah.
Yiko ukuthi ungawubona mina I'll shift it to this. Mina yakwanza ukuthi ngithi umalume Philip ngumuntu omnyama. Umalume Philip is a black person. Right?
Yes.
But ngai equality you black person uyatshintsha malume ifeeling yakhona. Yeah. So we have to say to ourselves, let's find names that we give ourselves that have a benefit to ourselves.
Yeah.
But Iwala Elite Colored was never, the coloreds did not sit down. I'll use that word from now so that I can. Yes. They did not sit down, those people, and say, from now on, we are colored. Same as we did not sit down and say, from now on, we're black people. Yeah?
Okay.
So unless they come up with a name for themselves, and they cannot take, this is where the problem is, they cannot take that name and think they will put power to it and reclaim it. You can't reclaim something that is not yours.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So the word colored is wrong. It's the same as the N-word. It's supposed to be the same value as the N-word.
Okay.
What it says is you've got color. Yeah? Which color do you have? It is a black color.
Yes.
So your oppression will be a little bit diluted from the black people, but the moment you'll be pushed on the same sewage like us.
Okay, Zed, just hold on. I know that my studio controller is Steve, how are you?
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm good, Philip. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine. I know which one you're always busy, so I want you to come in here.
Anyway, ngisemsebenzini so ngifone masinye.
Continue.
Uzet has actually said what I wanted to say.
Okay.
One thing that we've got to realize is that we say these names to suit our own agendas at a time that is convenient for us, right?
Yeah.
Right. So let me bring it closer to home, okay? And Tina abantu baseZimbabwe, when we want it to be convenient for us, we then say amachona. When we want it to be convenient for us, we then say mundewere.
Yeah.
Right? That is derogatory in its own right. But do the machonas have control over that? It goes back to what Zet was saying. No, they don't. So it may not be right to call those people those names, but we do it when it is convenient for us to put a message across.
To suit ourselves.
So, what I was saying to you, kuma comments lapana, when uti kona, emsebenzini, is it right to call somebody a colored? And then I was asking you the question. So, is it right to call me a black person?
It's not right.
Why then do we revert to color to make, to describe somebody? We are doing that because there is some connotation behind it. It is a derogatory a statement that we are making. We are then saying, that black person. Yeah, one. That black individual or Ichona. There isn't anything different. Don't even think what will the difference between Ikiwa the city colored and then Amandebela a city Ichona. There isn't anything different. Nothing at all. It's directed to its own right, but we do that to suit our own ways and our own means. We want to put down other people, and that's the reason why that is done. See, the thing is,
so you are in the same shoes with Z.
Oh yeah, that is 100% correct.
Okay.
We can never sit here and say the environment we grow up in. Sakula sisizwa kuthiwa amakaradi ngaweTonku. Sikula njalo, we thought it was okay because it was something which was very common amongst Tina Sikula. But I think with the education that we've got, no, but look at it,
yes,
right.
Thank you.
Right. So Tina bantu, what we just need to do ukuthi sifunde nje ukuhloniphana, sibekwazi ukuthi whether lichona kumbe lindebele, we are people that are made in the image of God. All right? So charity begins at home. For us to actually stop that, we need Tina ngowethu siqale manje ukuthi hayi into le wrong. Then sike sesizokhuluma ngabanye abantu abakhatshana abazuthi umuntu omnyama umbe iColoredi umbe Indian. Interestingly, sikwena leyo topic.
Right, Zeti, just hold on. I've got a massive South African artist here called Dumolas. Dumolas, how are you? Dumolas, put on your headphones. Put on your headphones, Dumolas. Put on your headphones. It's a powerful look. There's anyway, Dumolas, let me know. Right, Talent, how are you?
Ngiyaphila linjani?
Right. Are you agreeing with all other people there?
Yes, I agree, but mina umbuzo wami mina uthi bona angeke thina sihlale phansi sihlele ukuthi singababiza kanjani. Bona yibo kumele basitshele ukuthi bafuna sibabize kanjani ngoba thina njengathi manje siku-African siyababiza noma yini singayibiza ngoba sikujwayele.
But it doesn't make it right even though ukujwayele. Is that right, Zet?
Thina khona sisizwa manje ukuthi ku-wrong. And uZet uyibeke kahle. Uyibeke kahle. Thina sesifuna ukuzwa kubo ukuthi singababiza kanjani, and thina we are siyalungiselela nathi ukuthi sibe khona ku-Europe in health department. So ngifike ne-2 days bangixotshe sokumele ngibuye back. Uyabona ukuthi
no, one second, Talent. We have raised a good issue that I've got my young brother is in the health system for Steve.
Yeah.
Do you think if a Talent here to write who can plan a customer over to color, do you think that can be a problem?
Of course, it is a problem. Why are you describing that person as that? Why do you want to describe umuntu uthi kathi sizambiza kanjani? Anti ulebizo. Ufike senze i-Kaplan ka-Talent. Wothi uTalent kumele anikezwe i-medication yakhe ngesikhathi esinje. Do I have to say Black Talent has to be given a medication at such a time? Why should I be descriptive?
Okay. Let's just say we are describing someone.
Workers.
Yes, workers. Then I can't recall this person.
There is a new lady, umuntu omnyama Talent. You see, ngumuntu ofuna ukuthi abantu babewazi. It's not ukuthi yena uyibiza gabi, but ufuna ukuthi abantu ababonise kahle ukuthi no, there is a black guy alone 2 days.
Once uqala ukudescribe umuntu ngamakhala akhe or whatever the case may be, kuvele ku-wrong. No matter you want to put it as ethnic minority, BAME, whatever that is, kuvele ku-wrong. Why should we describe people umuntu olewizo nge-color of the skin? What is the purpose of that? Why do I need to, when I see an individual, why do I need, wait, Marshall, If you are an individual, why do I need to describe the host of this show is a black guy with a black beard? Why not just say the host of this show is Air Marshal Command?
So if you say on room 15, we admitted a white girl, we admitted so and so on number 4.
White girl in a know, does that white girl not have a name? Because all these things that you're talking about, they can be dealt with in a different way. I am an African. You know what? I'll tell you something. Mina, guma forms la panogabe kupalwe. Can you describe yourself? Are you a black British? Are you black Caribbean? Are you African? Are you what? I don't describe myself as black. I will describe myself as African. If that option is not there, I will not put it because I do not want. No, I'll put African. Why do I have to put myself as black? And then I come here and say, wrong. It's very wrong already because you're describing it as color.
We have to ask ourselves in two questions. Tina Sekaya, when we're growing up, how were we describing ourselves? If I grew up with Philip, I wouldn't say to Usisu talent Skolo, it is not there anyway.
Yeah.
So I have to find ways to describe you. Whether a personality, a trait,
yeah.
Now, when they are here by themselves, they do not describe themselves as Tom, the white guy, because there's too many white guys anyway. So they describe Tom with the ama personalities that traits got Tom. So the problem becomes when you have something that is alien to come inside, and then you put racism on top. Therefore, it's easy to say that the black guy. Now you are wrong because you did not even take time to understand my traits and whether I'm tall, whether I'm short, whether I've got short hair, whether I've got long hair, like you would describe anyone else. Why would you have to come down to the skin color?
Thank you. Thank you. That's
when we are in a room full of black people, we do not say black Mashad. We do not say that. We say shows. We do not even have to go to your skin color yet. There's no point. Yeah, when yes. But when you start putting race now, this is when you are putting race to put in racism in. Because now you're dividing me from other people. You're saying to everyone else, I am different before you even they see me. This is why even on even on the application form, I'm like him. I do not put but ethnicity. Me, I put other.
Yes, other.
Because why would I put a black African to an application form when the others are written white? How do I know? Am I just by the color of my skin or the ability of my job? I put down what I'm capable of doing.
Let's take it maybe to a United States. This is where I've seen this happening quite a lot.
Yeah.
America, they don't refer, well, they may refer people as black, but what they do is if you are maybe African, they address you African American.
Yeah.
They don't describe you as black American. They would describe you as African American.
Why?
Why do they do that? Why do they do that?
Wait, let me finish my point before you ask me why. Then let's look at black African. What is it called?
One second. Patricia B. Douglas. I have sent you the link. Patricia B. Douglas. I've sent you the link. I think you can come in. I've sent you the link on your messenger. Join in. Continue, Mr. MC. Thank you so much. Continue, Steve. Steve O.
Or Umutile, I think.
Give me
Yeah.
okay. And then I want to bring to your attention when people then start talking of black, Asian, and minority, BAME. There's something which is very wrong here, right? The Asians are being described by their continent name. But why is it then that the black people, it then reverts to color?
But by saying that, I'm not changing the thing. So the Asians, do they come under black as well?
No, they are not. They are not, because ungakanyela yena le statement ebikhona of late ukuthi sikhuluma nge-BAME, you know,
Black Lives Matter.
BAME stands for Black, Asian, and Minority. So I want to know ukuthi kanti vele i-minority engaso Asian engaso black ngoba. I want to know why the Asians are actually being called by their continent name. And I also want to know why then black people are actually described by color. So this thing is quite huge here. They are being described by color. They are being described by where they come from. For example, Asians, they are not regarded as anything else apart from them being Asians.
It cements the racism that has always been there.
Absolutely.
It puts weight to it. Because if you are going to say even the Europeans, we say the Europeans, we do not say dark Europeans, the Spanish and the Portuguese. We do not say the light Europeans, the Scandinavian country people there. We do not say the light ones. We just say Europeans because that's where they come from. Then the color now is for you to go and see yourself. But when it comes to us, then you've got black, you've got colored, you've got black British, you've got black American, you've got black South African, white South African. That's wrong.
But can I ask you a question? I want to ask my young brother first. Steve, with your honesty, have you ever said, or any just saying have you ever used that? Steve, I want you as a young brother to be honest with me here. Have you ever used a term of saying,
yes, because I grew up in Sizatwa Groove. So yes.
And after moving on and deal with your profession, what have you learned after such what have you learned about it?
I think I've answered that from the time I came in. I think we have a problem of actually trying to describe people by color, and I'm actually bringing to you one of the statements EBAME, and EBAME describes abantu abamnyama as black, but describes everybody else as Asian and others as minority. So why it then changes? Laba Africa asithini ngabantu these are black people. Why is it that? Why is it not African, Asian, and the minority? Why is it not that? Why does it have to? When it comes to me, you want to describe me by my color. So there is a lot. There is a lot here. It goes a long way. This is what they call us. That is what they call us, and it's now up to us to then say, "Hi, but do you realize actually I'm an individual?"
Can I jump in here? I want to give you a scenario that I witnessed myself. With me, when I was at home, I knew that I was black, or I was referred to as being black. I did not grow up knowing that I'm black. Yeah, you know, when you're growing up, you never care about your color unless you come outside of abantu abamnyama. Yeah. When we came here in England, then you start being referred to as colored. Yeah. Then you think to yourself, you go back home again, your mind takes you home and say, but no, we know what the colors are with the racism structure of home. There is black, there is colored, and there's the others that are pro-white. Yeah. Then I started studying this thing, and I discovered something. Colored and black are the same things. The oppression is the same. The abuse is the same. It's just a change of name now. But even the black name, we did not sit down in a committee and form it ourselves. Even the colored name, we did not sit down in a committee and form it ourselves.
Yes.
Other people have formed that name depending on what I think now they are starting not to like the word black. So let's call them colored. But no one has come to us and said to us, what do you like to be called? To me, I'm an African, because that's where I come from. Then the color of my skin now goes with the makeup of my DNA. Am I light or am I dark? Yeah? That is between my mom and my dad and their parents.
Okay, right, Zed. Just hold on. Just hold on. Patricia, how are you? Patricia, how are you? Patricia, how are you? You muted. Patricia? Yeah, put on your headphones or check your camera, check your phone. Put on your headphones. Put on your headphones. I think can you hear us? We can't hear you. Can you talk? Talk.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Right. Yes. Patricia, I saw you arguing from the start. You know, a lot of people I know they're at work, people like the Steve here, he works with a lot of people from, you know. So what brings you here on this topic, Patty?
What brings me here, because I always follow you when it shows me that you are on live. So
Yes.
I always listen to the topic. So most of the days you do music. So today I had the topic, and I used to face that problems at work since I come here in England. So now I know what to do and what to tell others what to do.
Can you put your contribution on that? You know, are you one of those people who used to call colors, or you were being called a color or anything?
When I come here, I started to work in the homes.
Yes.
And when I go there, I said that white man and that Indian, and because I don't know their names, I never been in their files to know the real name, and maybe it's your second day at that work, you don't know the names.
Yeah.
So when you come back to give the feedback to the senior, you don't know what to say. Than to say in Indian or whatever, and they told me stop it, never say it. It's not allowed here.
But if you are at work, the first thing you must know the names of your patients.
Yes,
no,
you can't know the 18 people per day. No, it can't. 18 or
so it's better to go with the number of the bed.
Yes, that is what I end up doing. I said number 7, number 15, number that, do this, number that, for the. If it is a handover, what I learn now from my mistakes, I write everything down. Number 7, Mr. Blah 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 did this. I will be with my notebook. They laugh at me, but it's better for me to say that than. And at my colleagues, the other hand, at my colleagues, they say, "Oh, who was there 2 days ago? You were at work 2 days ago." Yes, I was here. And they're all white and Asian. I don't know their names. The one who come with a Mercedes Benz or whatever, the car, or if she's a senior, or I say, the one who wears rings, you know, I find something to check kuti anzwisise kuti ndinoda kuedza kutsanangura kuti munhu wacho ndiani andiri kuedza kutsanangura, than to put a point yekuti that short lady is not, they don't like it again. That big fat like me, that fat lady, it's not proper again. A taller guy it's better to say, that taller guy, You know, it's better like that.
Yeah.
Not to
The
say
trick-
that skin guy. Eh? It's a trick.
the trick-
Not to say that. Sorry.
the trick, my sister, yeah. The trick is to describe in complementary terms, yeah. Because when I say when I say let's say I'm describing, let's say I'm a white person, yeah, and I'm trying to describe you, yeah, and I say that black woman, yeah, 99% of the time nothing positive comes after those two words.
But they don't like if you say say it to them.
Yes.
To me, it's okay. I don't mind because I'm black, and I'm proud of being black.
No.
To them,
to you, you do not mind because you are black.
Yes, and to me, to give hand over to a black person in that hospital, or whatever where we work, because all the blacks, we are not Zimbabweans or Africans. We are so many black, you know, whatever, but they are black, and most of them, they were born here and grow up here, you know. So if you say that word to them, they will report you. They will report you. I have an incident 3 months ago.
Stephen, can you hear that? I mean, Stephen, why I'm using Steve is because, you know, you employ a lot of Zimbabweans. Someone can get a visa to come in straight away. You know, you understand, but you understand, Steve, the difficulties you are facing on this.
3 months ago, I was in the handover. And we had the handover saying, Mr. So is not happy because there are 2 black men went into his room without mask. To them, it's okay. To them, it's okay. But if it is me, black person, to say that to anyone, it's wrong.
It's a crime.
It's wrong on both. It's wrong on both terms, my see. But you know, sometimes when the wrong thing does not affect the majority of the people, therefore you, the minority, when you do the wrong, it becomes more because it's not there. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is we have been driven through our indoctrination at home. Yeah. That we are different based on color. You can say, you know, we describe places back home. I think every town has got it. We've got white places, colored places, black places. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We have to first understand this. Those places were placed on racial biasness. Yeah. But no one came out, and when we got independence, no one came out and said, guys, do not use that word. We have gone past that now. Yeah. The racial biasness.
Because we didn't know. We didn't know. Most of us, we didn't know. No one tells us. Until today, someone told that
that is wrong.
We are used. That's wrong. That's wrong because it's not. And at work, I work with the Ndebele people. They ask me, where did she come from? I don't know. She's from Zimbabwe. If I saw her, said Zimbabwe. Where exactly Zimbabwe? I don't know. I know that accent is Ndebele, but I won't say it. Why do you have to ask me? Why do you have to ask me where is she from or he from?
But is it happening, Gumabaza? Is it happening at workplaces?
Yes, they do.
It's happening a lot
because they know that they want to. Are you working with Ndebele? Are you working with the Shona? Because me, I work in the agents, you know. And so that they don't have funny come Ndebele, you know. Those happens. It depends with the person. But now we know young people like from 35 and below, they are good now because they know. They know. But from
what are you saying? Or challenge what are you saying? Let's try and listen if we can.
Mina, I want to thank you, Marshall, because we learned a lot today. As we used to call is Ndebele, Shona, Lo buye Mashoneni, Lo buye Mandebeleni. So namhlanje
Well,
sifundzile.
amagundwane, amandebele bayafaka ingqamu. Those things is lies.
So what you are saying is calling a colored is not different from calling another person. It's still happening. That's what you're telling us.
In Africa, yes. In our yes, it's still happening. Kuti muri pamashona mega muri papati moto ndoupi unze wakamudevere you know, they say it kuti mushona uye chimshona chechi, it happens. And if you go to funerals here, when you go to the funerals, you start a Ndebele song, everyone will keep quiet, like they don't know. Just say listen what he's saying next, and you answer the song. That's simple. And what I was saying about the colored, in the comments. Now we learn. The solution is you know that house they stay colored and whatever. And just explain. Where are you going? Which place exactly are you saying? Was that that nice house there, blue house and whatever? Don't you know them? The daughter is called this with the names. Let's call them with the name. If there is a surname called Douglas or whatever, they have the same names.
But Patricia, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Tatenda is trying to come in. Is a very, you remember Tatenda Zetu? We did an interview with a young boy called Tatenda, a very, very intelligent young boy. Let's hope he comes in.
Yeah.
Monga, I hope you come in. Patricia, have you ever in your life, I mean, I know, listen, whatever we do this today, it will end up here on social media. We don't want this thing to go further and whatever. We are discussing to educate those people who don't have the knowledge of what is happening. So whatever the topic we talk about today is
yes, and you heard me text
a lot of people watch at this. We want a lot of people who are we want a lot of Zimbabweans to learn that you know. I've just seen a comment from my brother called Mongasman saying calling someone a color is an insult. So have you ever in your life, Patricia, be honest with me, there is nothing no kunda chokwadi. Have you ever said we never a crampon uko kuno garama colored?
Me, I have a family. Me, I have a family. I was saying, which one? Which one are you talking about? I always say that until I come here. I always say that because local language, language tiriwe kumakaida kaisi kusaning dio ende ndakagara kusaning dio ndokumakaradi, you know. So that they always say kupikwa pakaradi babe pamakaradi babe until tauya kuno kuziwa kuti it's wrong.
So Patricia, hold on. Tatenda, are you in? Tatenda, are you in? Tatenda, are you in? Come out and come back, Tatenda. Come out and come back because I can see still rolling and rolling. Right.
Yeah, it's hard to come in here.
Yeah, can I ask you a question, Tatenda? You just said, right, because you know, how long have you been in the diaspora for Tatenda, Patricia?
Sorry?
How long have you been outside the country?
10.
Right. Let's say you go back to Zimbabwe yourself now. Will you go and educate other people with the way the color is not the right name?
I went there 4 years ago. I'm still going there and I always teach them and they are unite now. They are unite. It's my family and it's my neighbors and whatever. They are family now. No one. And they are coming to my house, eating within my table, to enjoying, clubbing, everything, what they want to do with my family. No one say they call each other with a name.
Hold on, Patricia, hold on. Well, let's, right. Anyone who wants to come and join and talk about this, calling another person, it's right. We are now expanding it from being colored to say, let's include them together there. Have you ever called another person with, party party Have you ever done that in your life?
Yes, I did.
Just hold on, Patricia. If you want to join the topic, ask me to send you the link and then you come in. Have you ever, whoever is watching this program, Sibanda Sox, I can see you, Monga, I can see you, Ruth, I can see you. Have you ever in your life saying, hey, party ya yende mandebere kwa kazara mandebere nezuro, party ya yanga kazara makarati, nezuro takaro wane makarati singaiti. So wakwenza yini ukuthi use party ukuthi yazi party lady igcwele amanshona amandebele. Let's not insult one another here. Let's expand it together as Zimbabweans. Let's educate one another. Anyone wants to come in, I'll send you the link. Right. Talent continue, and then Z just call this any. Let's enjoy it, Patricia. Let's enjoy. Continue. One of you can take over and tell us.
Mina mbona ngani thina vele sasihlala sikuyenza ukuthi eMandebeleni iphathi yamaNdebele and lami ngake ngabiza ukuthi yazi ukuthi okulikhaladi lokhuyana kunje but now sesikwazi sokumele ukuthi thina esilolwazi sokumele ukuthi sinikeze abanye labo babekwazi ukuthi lento le sijwayele ukuyenza injwayelo, but let's stop. You see.
Okay.
That's true.
Zeti Dube, come in.
Yeah. Mina Madume, I've got kids that are that.
I know that.
And it's very difficult because you think to yourself when you refer to your kids by names, aren't you? Or nicknames, aren't you?
Yeah.
Then when you go outside and they refer to your kid as colored, it's not right.
Yeah.
Because when you refer to a kid as colored, you've already established how the father is and the mother is by a 50% chance.
Mm-hmm.
You have not wondered to ask the kid's name. You have not wondered to ask the kid's nickname or house nickname that we've got at home. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like turning around and coming to a church and you say to the pastor, before you even ask the name, and you say, pastor on shonen, pastor on in. Yeah? Yeah. We do not do that. So that means we are capable of not doing it in front of people, but freedoms that we enjoy. Yeah? The things that we let ourselves do while we are together where we pretend as if it's a closed off area. Yeah? Yeah. Therefore, if we are, let's say, 10 Shonas, and they say, Mandebere, and no one says to me, no, it's wrong. If we're in a room of 10 Ndebeles and they say, yes, those Shonas, and no one stands up, why do we know that we've got cousins and families that are from that tribe, but we do not even refer to them at home as in the name of the tribes? We are wrong ourselves because we do not turn around and put a full stop when it's needed, when we are in comfort and teach each other. Then we want to put full stops when it's in public and someone is turned around and said, Mandebera or Amashona Lawa. But when it was happening in our comfort where we could turn around and say, guys, don't say that. Lama, I've got this. Lama, I'm half Shona or I'm half Ndebele. Therefore, it's me. I am Z. Full stop. My opinions are not of the Ndebele people or the Shona people or the black people. They're opinions of Z. Yeah. Therefore, my traits, even if they are good or bad, they're not the traits of Ndebele people, or they're not even the traits of my mom and dad. They are the trait of me.
Right. Just hold on, Zed. I've got a young brother here, Kevin. Long time, Afana.
Tau, all right?
Aye, man.
Yeah, Sabo, Muslel.
I hope this program is not just one thing.
And so I was fun.
Right, Kevin, welcome to the program. What brings you here?
Right, I was just listening. Let me see one or two things. Some of those have like touched me personally.
Yeah.
One.
Can you give us a testimony of what you've done, what happened to you, just in brief?
Right, I'll say a thing that I've never told to people before. Very, very few people will know.
So we are the first one to learn this.
Publicly, yes, and abantu abangela so much link with my life, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
try and use both the English if you can, so that I know it's hard for you to explain, but I know you can do it. Try and use English if you can, so that you know everyone can try and understand.
Right. My ancestry is such that angisoka koSibanda, Ndebele, Mshona.
Yes.
So like ngeside lika baba.
Yeah.
And so any of those tribes that are there in Zimbabwe. And then on my mother's side, umama ngumzambian.
Okay.
Right. So I think I've told you Utansoa Osman. Like now.
Just hold on, Kevin. Tatenda, how are you, my son?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Very good. I see you've been struggling to come in, my boy. Welcome now, yeah?
Yeah, it's the Zimbabwean network.
Okay. Oh, you're in Zimbabwe now. You're back in Zim.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm back in Zim.
Okay. Okay. If you're in Zimbabwe, Kevin, just let's see this young boy. Maybe might go out. I need to do things, so guys. I put cup because I know how to make.
All right.
Yeah. Tatenda, I think if you're in Zimbabwe, let us give you the platform first, and then so that then you will reach out to Kakata. What brings you here, my son?
No, I just noticed like your topic for today seems interesting, so I then decided to join.
Okay. Bring us your contribution as a young man who has traveled.
Yeah, I think when it comes to the issue of race, for me, I think I've had the challenge when I was here in Zim for a while, and then I grew up here. And everything. My life has been here, and then I moved to the UK. So I
Yes,
never really appreciated what it really means to be black until I got the other side. And then you spend most of your time, you interact with people. We have a different skin than yours. We have stereotypes about your race, and we have certain belief systems. They think differently, and they have their own perceptions about you, and you have to deal with that. For me, I think it was a learning curve, and really, I think it opened my eyes to start understanding things in a different light. And I think I grew up from that experience. Where, like in most cases, I think at the time, I think four out of five strangers I met, the first thing they would be impressed by, they would ask me, "Why is your English that good?" And for me, I thought, well, probably my English that is extremely good. But then I realized that this person actually thinks that where I come from, we probably don't speak English, or we shouldn't be speaking English that is as good as theirs, or at least that is as close to theirs. And in some cases, you meet a this person asking you that question. You would meet someone from the Middle East.
Oh, come on.
Struggling with English.
Oh, no.
And
Tatenda, your network. Tatenda, your network. Oh, you guys, this was interesting, guys. What do you think, guys, about this? What he was saying?
5, 6 years, and then that person is asking you, "How long have you been here?" And you just say 8 months, and then he's listening to you, and he's realizing that how is it that you speak better English? And I'm surprised that you've been here for 8 months and your English is better than mine. So, I started thinking hard. It really became interesting to know you are. And despite the fact that the other person you are talking to, his English is actually worse off than yours, but he's still shocked even why would your English be better than mine because you are black? You see where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's the difference. Right, Kevin. I'll give you the platform, young man. we are sorry about Tatenda. I think he'll come back. If I had known, I was going to send him some data. Continue, Kevin.
Right. I was saying. Uh, well, I am happy to have assumed a particular identity, and I'm happy to be saying probably ngumndebele or I'm black. I'm happy to have grown up particularly in a particular place, and I'm proud.
No, but Kevin.
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm here to get there. Yeah.
Kevin,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to take you back. You say I'm not this one, I'm not ever, and you are the first person to know. Can you start where you were starting, if you don't mind?
Yeah. It takes me back to there. So, like, bengisathi ngikhula bengisitting ngenza something, like say mischief or kumbe misbehaving or somebody counting as something wrong. There was a particular name that they would call me. Like say, there's a particular person or particular family that will call me, say, it was Potohai. So I never knew what that meant. And or abanye babe sithi Jimmy. Abanye bethi, well, even like manje.
Okay, 1 second, Kevin. Sorry about that. Tatenda, yes, just 1 second, man. Now I'm Kevin. Yes, we can hear you, Tatenda, now. Tatenda, we can hear you now, Sonny.
So that's when I started, oh, okay. So yeah, that's when I started, thinking hard about what it really means to be black. And I was talking I have a friend of mine who was also passionate about these things. He's still in Manchester. He's from Ghana. And he texted me, I think 3 days ago, and he said, I understand people are trying to fight for equality and they want black people to be recognized as equal players in the economy and everywhere else. But then there's another flip side to all these campaigns, in that, as someone who is black, I have to assume vulnerability or victimhood just because I'm black. So to him, he was saying that that doesn't
Kevin, this is so, this
feel like it's empowering to me, because when everyone looks at me, they see someone who's vulnerable. They see someone who is a victim of someone or of some race. So when you grow up being told that you are a victim, you are vulnerable. You can't escape from then decide your future, and you can't feel like you're in control of your life. So that's the flip side of feeling like people are oppressing me, people are are doing these things against me. They are discriminating me and so forth. Yes, these things are there, but I think the other side you are saying is that the moment you start feeling everyone is your enemy, everyone is oppressing you, you then became you then become
guys, Tatenda is struggling we can't hear Tatenda.
So when you become a victim,
Tatenda, we hardly hear you. Tatenda,
feel like you have the power to
Tatenda, we hardly hear you, Tatenda. We hardly hear you, Sonny. Let me try and see if I can send me data. We can't hear you, Tatenda. Okay.
Should I say the life you are living, the circumstances you are in, because you just feel like if you are employed in a company, you feel like everyone is bigger than you or is more powerful than you. You don't feel you can contribute anything meaningful in that company. So therefore, you don't find you, contributing or sharing ideas or being someone respect. So like lives matter.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. We can't hear Tatenda. Sorry. Right. Kevin, continue, Kevin.
Yeah, I was telling you of all the names, all the weird names that were associated with me, especially when I misbehave. Okunye family nje, like citing their family, especially or citing labo mama, malume, and all that. And so I had these funny names as would discriminate and well, they are painful names. I would be honest with you from my experiences.
Yeah.
Some of these names you don't understand where they're coming from. So La Manche, some of these names, if I go to my hometown, abantu bambiza nje, Jimmy, they are not my names.
Why were they calling you Jimmy?
It's like history is such that my grandfather is mixed race.
Okay.
Right, and then my grandfather being mixed race, and we had this confusion. Some people couldn't tell where he was from. I wouldn't say where he was from. I don't want to, but
Yeah.
some people often thought he was like he had Portuguese origin. So hence the name Portuhai. I think it was relating to Oma Portuguese,
Yeah.
though he was not. So there's this particular family that will all of a sudden, especially I used to love Ama motorbikes.
Yeah.
If I ride in motorbikes in an awkward way, like I started riding Ama motorbikes from a young age, like say from secondary school, ride Ama motorbikes. So if I speed or anything, this family would go like, oh, Potokai, Fuzuban, and all these other things that I didn't want to hear. So I'll tell you from experiences. Yeah, sometimes you keep quiet. They are not nice names. I will tell you from an experience. So good, like say, if somebody says to you, amakaradi, and you look at yourself, you're not colored in any way, and they are not referring to Kulwak was, it's painful. Like if when I down, like say, that place where you all think, okay, and somebody isolate you, and so that sometimes you don't want people knowing different reality. You have assumed to stepfather wakho thize mhlawumbe as your ubaba wakho ufuna kwazakale yena njengobaba wakho, and then somebody comes with this name etshengisela ukuthi okay wena sowalapha kumbe wena you are different.
Yeah.
It is not a nice thing. Or kumbe kule misbehavior oyenzileyo encane, that's common njengemntwana wonke kumbe njengomuntu wonke khona lapha, then somebody gives you that name. It is really painful. So now I think I can deal with it, but it is painful. But what we don't realize, if sometimes we think, okay, some people accept it, maybe some do. Well, they want to be isolated, they want to be recognized. Maybe they think it's special. But when we go out to the rest of the world, when uvela ngaphi sonke singabantu bamnyama anje mixed race or whatever, akusoze kube le special preference. I can tell you, if ungaze ube mhlophe ube ngumlungu ungakhuluma isindebele ungasazi isikhiwa, nxa ungafika lapha they will still discriminate you. Yabona into zami kuyitsho because of how you speak, because uthi ngubani. So sometimes we need to embrace ukuthi singobani from there, and we need to stop fueling into zokuthi siyadescribe-ana ngezindawo. I don't think it is really a nice thing ukudescribe-ana ngezindawo kumbe ngezenzo ezithize associated with who we are, like izenzo ezithize, especially izenzo ezimbi that will like stereotype us ukuthi thina singabantu abanje. It's really not a nice thing. Yet on the other side, I would say sometimes in as much as ukubi kubizana ngezindawo kumbe ngemhlobo, sometimes we need to accept imhlobo yethu before eminye imhlobo, and we need to accept diversity. Ukuthi like xa ngifike eHarare ngithi hayi mina ngubani ngikhulume ngolimi lami, la ukhulume ngolimi lwakho, sisazana ukuthi okay mina ngumshona wena ngumdebele mhlawumbe, and we still communicate despite the languages, despite geographical difference. And then kube easy ukuthi even nxa singadescribe nemapholiseni ngithi hayi umuntu oyenzele licala ngumuntu ode khuluma isindebele kumbe ngumdebele onje. You know, there's no harm in accepting diversity. And diversity, when we accept it, it means we are accepting who we are, not assuming, not generalizing to say umuntu odenje kumbe umuntu ade vele sehlele ukudescribe no, umuntu okhuluma isindebele onje nguye osizubani kumbe hayi umuntu okhuluma isindebele onje nguye oyenze lokho manje. So that is what I think personally. So I think I've shared a pain, you know, like associated with being discriminated. So I think sometimes we assume people are fine with it. Well, I was never fine with it, and it took me a lot of years to try and deal with that. It took me a lot of years to try and accept that side of me. And even to date, I don't want that side known. I've never really like shared it openly like this, but I'm sharing it openly like this probably because I think it will probably help a few people. I know some people are feeling like me. They probably would find help in some way. So where I come from, sometimes you'd find people, but they still call me Jimmy sometimes. Even my own brothers and sisters, you see, they still have got that name. Some don't really like. They've never really pondered.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Kevin?
Yeah.
Now, when someone calls you, "Hey, Jimmy, Kev," now, do you feel offended?
No, not really that I feel offended. I think I found ways. It took me decades to deal with it or to accept it. Or sometimes people will just call you that. So it's difficult to say, okay, I'm busy, Jim. It's really, really difficult. I've really kind of accepted. That's like, it's like when you call me nigger at work, like where I work, you get people sometimes that will just like say the type of people that you deal with.
Both of you here, Talent, are you there? Zet, are you there?
Yes.
Talent, are you there? Talent.
I'll tell him about to freeze in.
Okay, freeze in. Okay. Manas phone. Zet, have you ever realized that, especially in Zimbabwe, people have got a tendency of just calling people. You know, I used to have dreadlocks. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a very good snooker player. You know that. So when I went, even when I had a tournament in Victoria Falls, because when I play snooker, I make people enjoy the game. So when I was playing pool, in a place where there were about over 60 people, they didn't know me. Then next thing they say, "Oh, you come on, Greg, we Greg, I don't want. They don't know me. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? So let's say a guy like Ikarati, whatever, Ebulala, then I want to, hey, so is that right or wrong?
It's wrong.
Kevin.
It's wrong.
Personally, I'll say, I know in as much as I can say it's wrong. Personally, I've learned to accept particular things about my culture, and in contrast with this particular culture. Like, if people can get offended to say that, right? Saying there's something wrong and people feel intimidated. That's in the UK. You can't just laugh. You know, there's got to be something really hilarious from the TV. Otherwise, people will feel offended. But if in Zimbabwe, that's it. It means I'm happy, we are free. And so the reason why I'm telling you, a part of me accepts funny names now, because I know they mean it in a good way to them, but not to offend. So sometimes we need to really like bring other cultural aspects into play. Like, we can't all of a sudden change people's cultures and change people's way of doing things like in an instant, because she say UK, in the UK people behave like this. Ekhaya sikhululekile, ekhaya siyajoka, ekhaya siyahleka. You know what happens? You know, siyaqalana lokuqalana sometimes. You know, ngendlela emnandi, and find the humor in that, and we always enjoy. You know, that's yes. I'm telling you, my own family still calls me Jimmy. You know, like we are getting together nje kumbe kule party, or we're preparing anything nice, or you know, when Jimmy, you know, lama will find the name nje uthi, you know, maybe for somebody else. Yabona, that's how our life is. So I wouldn't say sometimes people mean it in a provocative way. Some people assume once I say that, you know,
go disagree about members.
Yeah. I want to disagree. Yeah, I know, but all I'm saying is,
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing in a hard way. I want to give you a different look.
Yeah.
When you might have your coping mechanisms, yeah?
Yeah. True.
Maybe your child won't have the same coping mechanisms as you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe when you had your coping mechanisms because you are tough and you head west. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when that name is passed on to the next generation, that is soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where my fear is. Uti, the only way they will cope is if they walked in your shoes, and that is impossible. You might be the one in a thousand that has coped with that, and the rest of the 999 people broke down, and they are walking around here broken down just because of names. Yabon. I'll tell you thingy, as I said earlier on.
Yeah.
I'll use this word because so that we all know what kind of people we're talking about, right? Amakaradi. Yeah? But the moment you call them that, I'm calling them that now so that we can talk. The moment you call them that, you have taken them away from me and their parents or their mom. Yeah? They cannot then associate with me. They cannot then associate with their mom because you've created this new identity that they are not. Yeah. So if we're going to say they are colored, what cultural identity is that? There's nothing. Yeah. We can't even go with skin color because we know other colors that are black or black looking, and we know other colors that are very white that you will never know that they're colored. Yeah. So that itself
there's a comment here. There's a comment here from Esbanda Socks. I am guilty of calling people colored, but then calling people yellow bones is wrong too.
It is. No, it is. It is very, very wrong.
No. Wait. Before you join together, omunye ute hi, omunye what it is. Before you someone said hi, someone said it is. So one is disagreeing. Where is it disagree?
Okay.
Disagree. Yes.
Wait.
We want to start with someone who said it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I've always been against anybody being called yellow bone. Oh well, some people enjoy being called yellow bone, but I've always because what yellow bone is associated as, that's why you find people bleaching. It has created a particular thing which we can't accept ourselves. You know, we can't accept who we are. We've created a particular standard that says lighter is better. You know, we've got it being used, and it's not a nice thing. It's like you self-hate. We like insulting ourselves. And then while we still at that, I would like to thank Uzet. He's got a point, a very, very, very valid point. When he talks of coping, I think, like I said, it has taken me years to cope and accept it. People will call me that. So in a way, I think it's an opener. right? Like we always disagree a lot, Lozet. And I think he's got a very, very beautiful point. You know, like I've said it before, but maybe I've never really realized to say, okay, I've accepted this as a coping way, a coping mechanism, and I'm still going because I'm coping, and other people may not. It brings me back to say there was Ukulu was Zambian. I say Ukulu Zalumam.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Ukulu used to say,
Hold on.
is that all right?
Just hold on, boys, hold on. Tatenda, can you raise your voice?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, what Mudimbu, yeah.
Oh, okay, I know. So I was just saying that, I think very much what I was trying to say is we are on our own in terms of, when it comes to, should I say, support or encouragement or being looked, with anyone. To portray ourselves, how we then choose to defend our identity, our culture, our values.
Kevin, you're making noise.
Our value sequence and so forth. It's really up to us, because everywhere we go, no matter if we go to Middle East or we go to Europe or we go to South America or we go to Asia, as long as you have a black skin, no one really thinks you can do anything or you're capable of achieving or doing anything. That being said, I would want us to start, realizing that if we continue to divide each other based on, mostly I've noticed on the African continent we have so many tribes, and also we are very polarized when it comes to religion and politics. We don't stand a chance of building the Africa we would want to see, or building the Zimbabwe we would want to see. Because everywhere we go, most of these countries, they really do not have anything that separates them. They really don't have. They don't have tribe, they don't have religion separating them. So most of them, they can cooperate and work together and support each other. But as far as we are concerned as black people, we don't have that supporting mechanism. We don't have that internal support network when it comes to business or anything. So at the end of the day, we continue letting go of the values that build us, of the values that define us, and of the values that can actually make our country or our continent better.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Tatenda?
Yeah.
You as a youngster, where did you do your education?
So my high school I did in Bari, my undergrad I did at MSU, then my master's I did in Manchester.
Yes, okay. So if I can ask you a question, have you ever called Mkaradi? Hey, Mkaradi, you are a boss. What did you? What are Mkaradi? Be honest. Be honest.
Not really. Probably I think in your exposure, which is maybe in my environment and I wouldn't want to then say I wouldn't have or I can't or I can, but I need to maybe exposure. Maybe.
Have you ever worn up or have you ever seen a girl wishing the very what I am giving a Gamonaka, which would the Shabbat to come the
No, not in that case, but actually my last girlfriend of 2 years.
Yeah.
She was actually from Blawai. One actually.
Yes, and but when you're telling your friends, have you ever said come the
Ndakabata kamudhevere.
Yeah.
But I have friends who do that, though. I have friends who do that.
And what do you think about it as someone who has moved on in life? You have traveled.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of stereotypes. Because if you look at it in Zimbabwe, there are largely stereotypes that exist, and I think we reinforce those stereotypes. Like, most people from Mashonaland, should I say, they didn't really go. Some of them will say, well, I have had bad experiences about the really chicks, so I wouldn't want to date the really chick. I will try to avoid dating the really chick. Unless if I want someone who's freaky or someone who doesn't really value, should I say, family and so forth. But then some will say, well, the same Shona guys will then say, well, the really chicks are better in terms of dressing, in terms of looks, than Shona girls. So if you want the really chick, really a style and everything, or you should date in the relationship. But if you want someone who you should want as a wife, then I wouldn't advise you to date in the relationship. Those are the stereotypes, especially in my age group, that exist. So it's just a matter of stereotypes being based on one guy who did some really girl, and then they didn't end up, coming up with something that was solid. So you took that stereotype instead of looking at the character of the individual. You took that character of that individual, then associated with the child. So that's the same thing that happens with almost everyone. When you see a white guy saying that black people are like this, it's probably because of 4 or 5 black people he has interacted with. Then he took the characters of those black people, then I started attaching that character with the entire race of people. So that's the same thing that happens when it comes to local ground, especially when you look at amakaradi and so forth. It's just me interacting with a girl from Arcadia who's colored, and then I start noticing certain characteristics or characters about her, and probably about the people that are close to her. Then whenever I go after I date her, and then I leave, I will then say, well, I've dated colored girls before. They are like this and this and this and this. So that's then the stereotype that is then taken across the board to say, well, colored girls are like this, or colored guys are like this, or the other girls are like this, and Shona girls are like this, or Shona guys are like this. So no one really wants to look at the character of the individual and use that and use whatever experiences you've had with that one individual. But the people will take that and then associate it with an entire group of people. So that's just how it is. But I have friends who are like that and will say, well, the really girls are like this, or the really girls are more beautiful than Shona girls, or the really girls they know how to dress than Shona girls, but the really girls are freaky than Shona girls, or they are wayward than Shona girls. Something like that. Those are the stereotypes that exist. But if you want something, for me, I don't usually do that. So I try to look at the character of the individual. So it's just how it is. Even if you look at how we live in Zimbabwe, there are people who of a certain totem who say, well, we are the Mamoyos, we behave like this, or we treat men like this, or we treat women like this, or we are the Yamandrov, or whatever totem that are there.
Can I ask you a question, all of you here, including you, Tatenda? I don't like politics. I don't like politics. I'm not into politics. I love to interview politicians, but a lot of people, they will always think that I'm politicians. Have you ever seen, all of you here listening, have you ever seen a scenario whereby in Zimbabwe, when a certain person addresses in his language, some Zimbabweans, they start making noise, and have you realized something like that?
Yes.
Quite often. So why is it like that? Why is it like that? So I think Kevin, you can understand where I'm coming from. So it's still talent is still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
It happens. But let's just say, let me give you an example. I'll give you an example of I don't want people to please, whoever is listening back home, don't ever associate me with. But in Zimbabwe, we have got a president who speaks Shona. We have got a vice president who speaks. We actually say he speaks in Ndebele. He's from Bedford, but we call him in Ndebele. Mohadi. So what we just say Mohadi today is giving a speech. Have you realized that there are some people who still believe that I witnessed this when there was something at the National Sports Stadium when a singer called James Marabini started playing music, and then people they stood up through boxes, through canes. Why is it like that? Is it I think I would did after the song? What causes such things? I'll start
It's a
with
benefit.
just wait. I'll start with you, Tatenda, then so that we end the program. Continue then. Quickly, chop, Tatenda.
You want to ask me why I think it's like that?
Yes.
And I guess basically that's how human beings are. We how can I put it? I remember you talked about your story where you used to play soccer.
Yes. Yes. Well, you listen to that. Yeah.
Hanging around with you because in type of, should I say, stereotype. But what I think, and what I would want to believe is that when people are exposed, people are creatures of comfort. And what I mean by creatures of comfort is that what you grow up knowing and what you are used to on other people. So when you meet someone who's different, who speaks differently than you or behaves in a different way than you don't want to understand why they do why they think the way they do, why they talk the way they do, or why they speak that particular language. But you can only stand from afar and start to analyze and come up with your own conclusion. Then you go and tell people who are within your same comfort zone, you say, well, I've met this person from Russia, Russians are like this, and stuff like that and stuff like that. Something the Venezuelans are like this and like that. It's the same thing throughout. Even if you go to Macedonia, if you are shown a guy, something it's almost the same thing. And I don't think we have the solution for that. But one thing I can believe is that we probably will try to address is there needs to be a system where, should I say, the most spoken languages in a country, they are taught across the board.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. That's how we can at least try to ease tension. But when you have people who say, well, when that statement is applied, when people are saying, if you are an SDA, you need to marry, if you are a 70 driver, you need to marry a 70 Adventist. If you are a Shona guy, you need to marry a Shona girl. If you are in the village, you need to marry a independent guy. If you are of this tribe, you need to marry in your own tribe. Then what then means is that whatever culture, values, and norms and values that you have, they continue to circulate within the circle that you are used to. So when there's someone from a Pentecostal church who is a Shona speaker and you are a Seventh Day Adventist and also a Israeli speaker, when we put you guys in the same space, there's no way that you can find a common ground because both in the religious and ethnicity-wise, you are from different spheres of life, different norms, different values, different belief systems. So people haven't found a way to say, if someone believes something that I don't believe in, if someone is from a different tribe that I am from, if someone is from a different country, or where he loves different type of fashion, how do I relate to an individual like that when I have totally different value system, when I'm from a different country, speaking a different language?
Okay,
Humanity hasn't found a way to find the common ground when things are like that. So what ends up happening? People mistreat each other, you discriminate each other based on surnames, on where you come from, your totem, your tribe, your skin color, and so forth. That's just how it is.
Thank you so much, Tatenda Sani. Thank you so much. Inbox me, Sani.
All right.
Thank you so much. Right. I'll start with who wants to come in first. Let's start with talent. We are towards the end. How long Jabulo we want to go in a long time? Talent. You want to add more?
Yebo ngikhona.
Khuluma mama.
Mina nami nginenkinga yokuthi bengiyendele khona Shonaland, kuma-Shonaland.
So now you are coming up now. You want to tell us more now. Thina sesiqedisa ukuthi kona
Bengisasebhizi emsebenzini, ngisemsebenzini.
Okay, khuluma. Tell us. We want to hear this testimony so that you know what we need to educate these things.
Are you going to be ready? Okay. Okay. Mina ngangendele eHarare.
Okay.
Kwakuhlala kuthiwa makambona amaNdebele anethika. Vele lena nto ibingangiphathi kahle.
Okay.
And naleyo relationship ngahlala kuyo but ayizange yasebenza waphelela emoyeni kodwa sesinabantwana. But into engekho right ngoba awusoze uthi ma ubone umuntu oyi-one ephambanisa so sithi amashona or amaNdebele into engaso right. Umuntu ma ephambanisa engumuntu oyi-one kumele ngakwenziwa njalo ukuthi umuntu wakobani ma engaba lecala kubotshwa bonke abantu umndeni wonke bekungasoze kulunge. So abantu kumele sifunde ukuthi yikuphi okuhle yikuphi okubi. So kunzima but I think ku-generation yethu le akumelanga kube njalo, kumele ukuthi abantu bafunde into e-right enhle lento embi. Like now namhlanje lami ngifundile bengingakwazi ukuthi ukubiza umuntu lenkhalade into engekho right. Mina sasisitshela nje ukuthi sakhula kunjalo ukuthi ibizo labo so sibabiza kanjani.
So, I don't want to, I don't want to take this. So, you stayed in your marriage because of kids?
No, ayizange yasebenza leyo marriage. Ngavele ngaphuma kuyo.
Oh, you see, guys. I mean, so this topic. What did you learn about this topic?
Ngifunda ukuthi, and I think ukufunda kubalulekile kakhulu ngoba if you are not educated, we keep on doing wrong things. Cabanga ukuthi siyenza into e-right.
When you say educated, when you mention the word educated, what do you mean? Because educated, I mean, we cannot all be educated, but you can be educated on a certain thing.
Let me say, we must learn from our ezinye izinto. Kumele sithande ukufunda ezinye izinto. Kwesinye isikhathi we just be ignorant ngezinye izinto eziqhakathekileyo.
Will you allow your sister to get married in Mutare?
No. Noma umngani. Angeke ngenze abangabuya ngitshela ukuthi ngine boyfriend yami ebuye endaweni enje. Ngizomtshela ukuthi at your own risk. Ngoba ku generation yethu singakhuluma sizwane, but the old generation basesenento le ukuthi gukhura uwundi what amandebele izifebe, but like here in South Africa masingangena kwezinye indawo bakhona amashona abagcwele estradeni but abayikhulumi leyo nto, bakhuluma ngamandebele. So leyo nto yi esifuna ukuthi sizame ukuthi siyikhiphe.
So do you still think ukuthi Zimbabwe has got a problem? It's as a country.
Kakhulu even siqalela noma ku parliament. Ngoba kwesinye isikhathi bayakhuluma abantu bethi angeke iZimbabwe kube lo mongameli ongumuntu.
So you have a friend from Ashona speaking?
Yes. I don't have that thing ukuthi ngithi lo ngumshona lo ngumndebele, but I don't go back to be married, but to be friends it's okay.
Nasi ndaba majaha Kevin lo Zek.
Mina, I'll be honest with you. It's like, in as much as you say it, okay, politics, but you're not oblivious to things that are happening. In as much as we can say, okay, personally, I can grasp or I can live to terms with what is going on. All right, I understand equality, but in our country, since we are in reality, we are not doing anything as a country to address to injustices or to bring. It's just because when we say we want to change those things, it's not all about school. Institutions, churches, land. You see what is happening here. To change into the discrimination, people are being taught at workplaces. There's a lot being implemented. It's not a thing that we can say, talk about it and say, unity. We've been saying unity since independence, and we're not doing anything as a country to work towards achieving that unity. And we're not addressing to it. So in a way, I'm trying to say, like, as Zimbabwe one when it comes to that, to change people's perceptions, change people's way of doing things, change people's habits and behaviors. It takes a lot of information and education. It's not a thing that can happen overnight. Once like you president omucha namhlanje, a president omucha opposition, for him to unite this country, it will take a lot. So we are not really doing anything. the perception in a line of saying, okay, ubani ngumndebele. Umohati, for example, like you were saying, is not really Ndebele, ngumvenda. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't expect Umohati to speak Isindebele. Yabona? He's trying, he's done. I don't expect him to speak Isindebele, ngumvenda. I don't expect him to speak Isishona. If I really understand what diversity is, it means kumele ngumvumela asikhulumele isivenda and take it ukuthi okay, ngumvenda lowo. Anju ngingathi ukuthi okay, uMohati uvele emathebheleleni so kakhuluma isindebele. People must understand ukuthi emathebheleleni layo it's got diverse languages. We mustn't force people to speak isindebele. Imashonaland la ingaba nama diverse dialects and all that. We mustn't force people to speak particular, you know, like to assume and say one umshona, you know, generalize things. So we are so. I often say sometimes it's tribalism in Zimbabwe. Akula tribalism. I often say there's something more than a tribalism, because when you say a tribe, it's even one way village people discriminating against the other village. About particular traits is a small populace. You know, our problem is more than tribalism. It's like we're talking of regions against the regions, and for that to be addressed, it's not over. You know, us talking like this only. Our politicians are not doing anything to address to those problems. You know, like we don't go to churches. Okay, in our churches, this is what we'll do to address some inequalities. We don't go to schools and find the curricula that teaches us not to change languages per se, but to accept each other, to accept that Zimbabwe is all about diversity, to accept that black means you can be black and be Shona, you can be black and be Ndebele, you can be black and be Venda. You know, there's even Tina Matebele. I will take an example here, Matebeleland, for example. Or Imatebeleland, and we just assume we take Matebeleland to Kulunis in Ndebele. Kulama Kalanga, Kulama Sutu, Kulama Venda, Kulama Nambia. There's a lot of these people that need to promote our cultures, sing about generalize and force everyone else to be Ndebele, you know, because of Velema Tebeleland, for example. And government is not doing anything, and other people, other stakeholders, they are not doing anything. Abanye bakhuluma probably ngokuvuselela amasiko abo, but nxa bengathi bavuselela amasiko abo, i-assumption is bavuselela amasiko wesindebele, bona bengasoma wesindebele, for example. You know, those are the things that are there. Now president let's say such a president, anybody address rally so wrong. So that means we are not accepting to diversity. We are not accepting because in reality I don't have to change my language or change my being, my identity to get votes or to get a favor from the rest of the country. You know, I mean, take a person from who he is. Yabona, ngingaya problem I'll be honest with you, abangani bami abaningi ngamashona. Yeah. Abangani bami abaningi ngamashona. Once you talk about things as injengazona lezo, they are sensitive things. You don't want to say them because uzalose ubungani bankhona nje. The problem esikolo, mina ngisesikolo ngisafunda ngisensayensi, tertiary education, where ama lectures they will be conducted ngesishona because the majority of the people will be amashona, for example. So I would often say no, mini exam I will never write it in Shona. Or if you are speaking in Shona, say it slowly because I'm trying to learn the language and also learn the subject and ifundai. And they used to find it offensive, and that I was being genuine. I'm not discriminating, but that was the reality, my reality, which nobody wanted to see. And I remember I was labeled umuntu tribalistic, but I wasn't really like saying it from a tribal point of view. Like, can you imagine anatomy and physiology uyenza ngesishona, for example, how difficult that is. I'm trying to learn the subject and learn the language at the same time. And mind you, the Shona is also diverse. Somebody will come and presenting a dialect yakhe kumbe ngesishona yakhe ikawejira for example. Omunye abuye akhulume ngeleya nethi ngeyiphi. Yabona, for example. So it used to be hard for me. Yeah. Well, we used to communicate siphandle ngesishona sankhona, and I'll be learning a lot, which was fine. But sometimes those realities, I think people need to accept. Sometimes we need to really like say, when people are voicing their concerns, sometimes it's not about siyalwa. Let's just accept diversity. Let's just accept kwezinye indawo we have to be neutral. Lapho kumele kube lesilungu isilungu. Let's just accept when social nxa kwanisa ukukhuluma ngesindebele, when ukhuluma ngesishona, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't change my identity. I don't change yours. We shake hands with friends after that. And this we cannot achieve till there's a positive politics, till there's changes of our curriculum, till there's our policies addressing our workplaces, till there's quite a lot of things, you know. So it's all so about, like, say, politics or the leaders abakhona currently addressing these issues. For example, ungaba le party, for example, ube le party kobulawayo, it will never go anywhere because you are tribalistic.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Mina Waruma would like to start with this. Discrimination itself is got advantages.
Okay.
For it to stay on, for us to keep on talking about it, is because some certain people are enjoying the advantages of discriminating other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it is. Because if it was not having advantages, therefore there is no point I should discriminate you when you're a black person, or you when you're a vendor or a Shona or a Ndebele. I have to have advantages to do that. Yeah. I have to enjoy some sort of power, even if it's an illusion. But it's an illusion that I only enjoy, and it's a reality to you in terms of suffering.
Okay.
That means if I am speaking in Shona, or I'm in a hall full of people, and I notice on the corner there is 2 Ndebele people, and the speaker is speaking in Shona, I'm enjoying that. Because the speaker is not taking me to my extremities of uncomfortability in other languages. Yeah. So for that speech to continue going is because I am enjoying it. I'm allowing it to continue to go. I want to give you a good example. When slavery was happening, black people from the beginning were fighting against slavery. But the white people that were putting people in slaves were enjoying the benefits of slavery.
Yeah.
What stopped the slavery is the white people stopping to enjoy the slavery. It wasn't because black had more power and they fought, no. Because they made it uncomfortable for white people to enjoy the slavery. Yeah? So for us to change as a people, I'll give you a good example, Nikai. For us to change as a people is to make, I'll give you a good example and be very specific. Let's say in parliament, they're speaking in Shona. Yeah? It's because the people are allowing them to do that. They're enjoying the benefits.
Yes.
If it is going to stop, Kelvin is not going to make it stop. Talent is not going to make it stop. Unguba Kumis Ndebele is not going to make it stop. The Shonas have to make it stop. They have to move themselves from the comfort of listening with the language that is honey to their ears and listening to other people's languages. That's the only thing that will make it stop. We can talk 100 years talking. It will never happen. Because at the end of the day, you only one who's oppressed is the one who has no power. So if I am agreeing to you today that I am oppressed, I am what's the word? Discriminated. Yeah. What's the word, Malum? What's the word I'm looking for? If I have disadvantages, yeah? That means for you to say, I am the one being abused, you have to understand I do not have power. Yeah?
Yeah.
So how can I then advocate for myself if the person or the groups of people with the foot on my neck are not removing it? Am I supposed to remove my neck?
No.
You have to turn around and understand what you have to ask you, I'll speak in English. You have to ask yourself, what am I enjoying that I am not supposed to enjoy? Yeah? What am I enjoying if I'm getting in a godin lapana? What am I enjoying that I'm not supposed to enjoy? Why is it I cannot turn around? Watching a country park in 15 minutes. Why is it I cannot turn around and say I would child, I will system or one. Who system does it? Why should I enjoy it by myself and the driver? Yeah, so we have to put ourselves in a situation where it's uncomfortable. Because the uncomfortability is the one that says, we can now start sharing. I need to but I have to cut my inyamalala into 4 pieces. What still is something, right? Yes, and language is like that, culture is like that. Because if I do not do that, this is when discrimination becomes. Oh, malumo na kumisi ndebele, ukyobu na kumisi ndebele, usis talent ya kumisi ndebele, but usis talent umfazi.
Okay.
Yeah. So usis talent of him keeping. Right?
Yeah.
That's discrimination as well. Ngathi khala ngithi ubut Kevin ukhuluma ukuthi hayi ubundebele bakhe ubungani hayi uzikhethele yedwa asimkhipheni.
Yeah.
Uyabona? Because lina lingamvumela khona ukuthi nguyenze. This is where discrimination starts. You guys are the ones that are supposed to say lina ma beneficiary of the discrimination. You are the ones that are supposed to say no. Thina sifaka la. Right? Asiqamlele ubani, asiqamlele uKevin, ngoma asiqamlele usis talent, right? But if you guys are enjoying and blindly understanding what everyone else is crying about, there is a problem. The one ukuthi all languages have to be taught at school is a rubbish idea. Because even this is in Ndebele a Plumtree, you are not going to turn around akula passport office e Plumtree. Ngazokamba sithi ngamaphepha akho eHarare kuyafika ukukhulisa iNdebele khona ngani. So ukufundiswa konke lokho kade sikuyenza ngesindebele and pride akusancedi ngoba the moment imphuma icomfort yami yathi nisiyafika kwabanye abantu, they are not willing to take a little bit of pressure. Right? They are not willing to put ngale office bedinga umuntu ongane ekwanisa ukukiliza isindebele ebuye ezongenza ngibe comfortable for that short space of time. Yeah. If amakhiwa malume sekwanisa ukuzifundisa ngoswazi khona apha emazweni la esihlala kiwo ukuthi ungabona uPhilip kumbe ubona usisi talent kumbe ubona uKelvin ungathi black siyakuchanga ngoswazi is a bad word. Umthathe njengo Philip uKelvin umthathe njengo Kelvin usisi talent umthathe njengo sisi talent ngoba abafanani. Right? Bayafundisana bodwa ngoswazi. They are making themselves uncomfortable so that they can give you a little bit of comfort.
Can I ask you a question here? You mentioned something which is very, very touching. Anyway, by the way, Elvis Impofi said you wanted to edit. Check your messenger and check your WhatsApp. I've sent you the link for you to come in, but you're about to finish this topic. I've just said you. You mentioned something about umuntu weplanti going to Harare to take a passport.
Yes.
Let's be honest, in Zimbabwe, we have got people who have never entered a classroom in their lives.
Yes.
You take someone, probably umama abantu abakhe bawo wabalenhlanhla, they went to Europe abroad.
Yes.
So abantwana sebesemazweni now, they want to invite umama wabo engakafi la ukuthi akazwe emazweni, travel to emazweni. But lala passport uhlala phakathi khonale edingani egate egangeni khonale kakaze afunde olunye ulimi.
Yes.
Ukhuluma isiTonga.
Yes.
Asuke ahambe eHarare, as you say, I don't know, in me, I don't know ukuthi kobulawa kula passport office or whatever, but you are saying that yourself.
Yes.
Kula passport office.
I know
it's just an example. It's just an example. So you take an 87-year-old ongakaze azwe ulimi lesishona in her life.
Yes.
Ahambe eHarare esiyathatha i-passport.
Yes.
A passport office athole ongumntwana okule 34 years ongakwazi ukukhuluma isiNdebele nothing.
Yes.
Ugogolwana aphonga ufika ukuthi andiwizwa mina utawura ugogolwana la yathi angizwa mntanami. So what going to happen with that gogo then?
Can I give you an example, Malume, personally?
Where I'm coming from?
Yes. Can I give you an example?
Yes.
That is personal to me. That it makes me very angry, even today.
Here, guys.
Let me explain to you, people.
Yes.
Mina umama ngumnyanja. Ugogo ngumnyanja. Ugogo is been ekhaya eZimbabwe sukusela ngo-1940 something. Right? Like anyone else, she surrounded herself with people that she was comfortable with. Right? Mina ugogo wayekiliza isiNdebele even inzalwa nakatheshe yasikiliza isiNdebele. Right? Ngiyakhumbula one time zahamba ko-BCC siyabhadala imali yendlu, yeah? And ugogo imali yakhe yayingakwani ngakulezinye izikweleti ezazikhona. Ugogo sezama phela ukuthi abantwana bakhe bazabuya le mali next month. Abantu they were not understanding her. Have you ever, Malume, heard ubona ugogo wakho ekhala?
By the way, don't forget Kevin is here as well, guys. Don't forget Kevin. You don't feel as if you're not in, Kevin.
Yes, ekhala Malume, not because she cannot express herself in Ndebele.
Sorry, say it again.
No, I said, by the way, Kevin is in and talent is there, so you must also come in. We don't have to talk on our own.
Yes.
Right.
What I'm trying to say
we'll let that finish, yeah.
Amabala engakwanisa ukuphuma njengawe Malume njengoKelvin njengosisi talent, sometimes amabala aphuma ngcono ngelimi lakho. Yeah. Akula muntu okwazama ukuxolisa ngesikhiwa kwazwakala ukuthi vele uzama ukuthini. Right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say, Malume, is they could have easily they could have easily gone on the other side top omunye umuntu esinyanjeni bagcwele. Yeah. Bebuye ugogo ezokukhuluma lo muntu esinyanjeni, umuntu esinyanjeni setolika phela ngesikhiwa sona lisana kumbe ngesindebele sona lisana kumbe ngesishona sona lisana. But they did not do that because it benefit of discrimination. Mfunga ukubona ukhipha ubuntu bakho ubufake eceleni. Ngangakwanisa ukukhuluma phuma uhambe. Ugogo wasithatha singabantwana Malume ayethu tolika pho ugogo mina. And this was happening in the early 80s, Malume. And it's still happening now in the 2020s. Right?
Yeah.
So ngithi abantu mina abale advantage in Kunapane Kaya.
Yeah.
They have to understand the power that they have and the benefits of the discrimination. They have to take themselves out of their comfort zones.
Okay.
Yeah? Even umuntu eselayinini Malume ezama ukukhuluma ethatha 10 minutes wena ubusy. Understand ukuthi limnikeni 15 minutes le kodwa ngale ledinga umuntu okhuluma ilanguage yakhe.
Just hold on, Zed. Hold on.
Zed.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on, Kevin. Nangu uMasendeki lapha, uMasendeki wabaleka eMozambique usezowavela lapha. Yebo Masendeki. Elvis.
Yebo, kunjani lapha?
Yeah, right. Elvis.
Yeah,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah. Khuluma.
Yeah, ngiyamuzwa Kevin ukuthi indlela akhuluma ngayo ini. Ukuthi thina ama-languages eSimbabwe kanjani.
Okay.
I think i-idea yama-languages is good ukuthi sifundisa abantu befundiswa ama-languages ngezindawo zabo. But because of this into eyenzakala from 1980 when our government took over, uMgabe started off, everything was centralized to Harare. It just gave a Shona a language power over all languages.
But let's not accuse all Shona people. I hate this thing of coming here, people. You start saying Shona.
No, it's not about accusing Shona people. Look, listen what I'm saying. We are abantu abaningi abakhulele Shona neHarare. Like Harare, let's say umuntu wakhulele Harare. 80% of them abazange baphuma baya kwenye indawo because they've got no need ukuthi bephume beye kwenye indawo. Thina sazona ngobulawa we are forced nge-situation ukuthi uhambe eHarare empilweni yakho loba ufuna ungafuni because izinto zonke zenzakala eHarare. You see, like here ulokhu na izinto i-conversation yokuthi i-language you have to use like ufundisa isiNdebele ngapha ePlumtree. ePlumtree kumele ufundise isikhalanga abantu bePlumtree. They should be used isikhalanga solution. Like member of parliament wePlumtree, he should use their own language parliament. Why not do that? But our languages that's our background, that's our culture, that's our background, which even our kids shouldn't follow our culture. Katesi tina states like Amazon England, but don't use like because he's he can even as my Q and Katesi, she should have that pride is Zimbabwean. I'm Zimbabwean, but I was born in England. I'm coming from because we are trying to teach them our language and it. So why Tinanga Zimbabwe singafundisa nama language? Because sesa for uthi isiShona is the main language. Let's kiwa. Yes, this kiwa is right for everyone ukuthi sifunde ngoba it becomes easy to communicate. But why don't as a country we understand that isiShona is not the only language in Zimbabwe?
Don't get on our members. The question. Sonke lapha mboza zafunda eMathebeleni, right?
Yeah.
Sonke zafunda eMathebeleni the native language esayifunda kwakuyiSindebele, right? Okay. So that means that system yokufundisa abantu abe area yakhona ilanguages there, right? Inkinga nango.
Yes.
Abazange befundise abanye abantu ama languages abanye abantu. Right? Ukuthi nga umebras uIvans ebuya, right? Ngibona uIvans ibizo lakhe ngelesikhiwa, isibonga sakhe ngelesingisi Ngishift language lami ngithi unjani futhi uzodingani lapha ngingakunceda ngayo. Right? uIvans ngatsho njalo mina ngingale kwe-passport office kanyeke ethi ndiri ukuda passport. Right? La uzanjani uzakhuluma ngesakhe sona letsana lami ngibona isibongo ngiya-assuma and was a good assumption ngiyambuza ngani ngesindebele ngoba isibongo sakhe ngesesindebele yena sazakuchuzela.
Hold on Zed. I know you better than all other guys here. I'm not saying when I know you speak a bit of Shona. Who taught you Shona? Why did you learn Shona?
Mina.
Mina Shona I was privileged enough ukuthi ngakhulela eGwero. So from a young age ngakhula although sasingaso main language endlini but ngangisifunda when I mix up eGwero so we learned it there.
Okay.
So but to be honest ukuze ngibe fluent uIshona
Kuluma Elvis.
Okay.
Kuluma.
Yeah, influent Shona ngayifunda. If I tell you to be honest truth, influent Shona mina ngayifunda ukuze ngikwalise ukukhuluma isiShona kuhle kuhle. Ngathi yosayid teachers college. My roommate was Shona. Wayengazi isindebele. Because mina I had a bit of Shona, so that's the only way to communicate. That's like I was listening to Kevin, which is fair and fine. That's how life is supposed to be. Until we are from Zimbabwe, at least we can manage to communicate. Ukuthi la yena noma ngeke bit of Sindebele as a Zimbabwean, amakhuluma sikwanza uku-communicate.
Okay.
Yakwazi
Inkinga iba lapho ukuthi
Okay, continue.
yeah, right. Inkinga iba ukuthi kulabanye abangafuniyo ukufunda because they believe ukuthi bona they are from the privilege side of Zimbabwe ukuthi nxa bona ngoba they don't need to learn amanye ama-languages.
No, maybe assume maybe the system ezikhona yizo zingabavumela ukuthi bafunde. Let's not just stereotype and brand. Yeah. Yabona mina yeah.
That's what my point was ukuthi lapha ngisithi ukuthi abantu abana abakhulele Harare 80% of them they didn't go outside Harare because they don't need to go outside Harare ngoba everything is done in Harare. So umuntu angakwazi afunda ngama language.
Not only that, let's just say Minnesota ngiyazikhuluma. I remember ngahamba emigrants for not kathana emigrants one day and then because mina ngikhuluma isiNdebele njalo ukukhuluma isiNdebele at one of my relatives owahlala khona le Kwekwanju. So sengena e-shop sengifuna ukuthenga sengikhuluma isiNdebele. I'm assuming ngithi not in my mind nganga intend ukukhuluma isiNdebele but because it's my language ngakhuluma ngesiNdebele ngaqamba izinto engizifunayo zingesikhiwe izinto leziyana. So a response was andinzwe chindebele andithi. So to me kwang offend ukuthi right you are in Midlands and mina ngitshela ukuthi mina ngifuna lokhu la lokhu inkambi izinto ngesikhiwa why ungathathanga wafaka izinto zangikhona at least ngoba uzizwile anjo than to give me an attitude enjalo. So akuzange kube into emnandi kimi though I swapped ngaso switch ngakhuluma isishona and sengumtshela ngase ngumtshela ukuthi in my lifetime I've never been eMashonaland for more than a week but I can speak Ishona ukuthi ngiyakwanisa uku-communicate and do all those things anjo. So sometimes I feel bad ukuthi right I've learned Ishona and I've neglected ama languages asendaweni mina ngakhulele eGwanda they speak isiSuthu, they speak isiVenda. Kules language kuthiwa isiJaunda that's going like extinct. In 10 years there won't be any of those languages njengesiJaunda anjo. So why didn't I learn those languages ezikuma locality yami? But you see I was forced ukufundisa Ishona because amapholisa ngamashona ma-ofisini amakhamba ukhona ukhuluma isiShona, which is not good for a country. I'm not saying you shouldn't employ, but there should be some kind of balance. And can you imagine uzama ukuthi hayi angikho wrong angenzanga lokho empholiseni ongezwa ilimi lwakho. You see?
Yeah.
So can they be a bit of a balance or a bit of those systems that allow us? Yeah.
Okay.
You know that bit of balance, that bit of a thing that will allow us, in as much as we as Zimbabweans, in as much as we have this state of balance, but let it not be this balance as the other side will take over in my domain and make me feel like I have to hate particular people because they've invaded or they've taken everything. You see, so in a way, our systems that we have in our countries, they are not systems that are meant to address diversity and equality. They are systems that are meant to even shift. And sometimes we can blame each other, but we need to blame our policies of the government. Sometimes we can take it back to Umgabe, but we need to blame people that still see ukuthi uMgabe wayenje and still enjoy ama benefits kaMgabe and still cannot correct it or cannot address them. Sometimes it's easy to say, okay, uMgabe, Yeah, umgabe wabuya. I personally I know ukuthi umgabe wabuya le hate, wabuya le kukurawundi, wabuya with all these other things. Anjo, we all can say that, and much of these problems esilayo ibuya nge-era yakhe ukubulalana konke khona kya. But if somebody that's there, or people that are there are saying, okay, we all blame it on umgabe, or we all blame it on a particular person, and they themselves are not taking a stand to change it, it's so like very wrong. That's what I think. So,
Kevin, sorry. Now, I want to remind you of something. I'll assume this one is Labantwana was called activists called Abanye, right?
Yeah.
Abantwana being, so I'll exclude myself so that I can speak much better. Abantwana being, go and learn French, go and learn Spanish, go and learn Portuguese, this Chinese for communication, malume. Mm-hmm. Talent.
Yeah.
For communication, Lina, alizange likundi shown up for communication. Dingas German. Bona they learned French for communication, for fun.
Hold on, Zed. Tabani Swanda, I've sent you a link. Just reply. Just hold on. Tabani Swanda, I've sent you a link. Just reply. You say hi, Philip. Then once you reply, because I'm sorry, guys, I've got over thousands of friends on the list. So reply. Once you reply, you become a friend. Then you open that link. Tabani Swanda, just reply as hi. And then once you reply as hi, continue.
So Tina or Abanyabantu did not learn a language because of communication. They learned a language because it was the only thing. If you wanted something to be done, or you wanted to eat, or you wanted something to be done on central government or any forms of government, yeah.
Even the language to fit in.
No. You did not learn. You could not fit in. And how can you fit in, malume, when you are already in your locality? Yeah, you learn the language because abantu bakhona vele ade bebuye njengabantu ababuya bezo occupier. I'm using that word. Because yeah? It's a forced language. Hence why anyway lapho okayela khona, let's say Amazon la esesihlala kiyo esiwabonaya akula police malume Philip yayenza wena as an example elibuya from Scotland lizosebenza eManchester. Why?
Into zakho ziyafanana konke ukuyafanana kuseni.
No, but why do they prefer abantu beManchester malume ngoba bayazi language yakhona, bayazi culture yakhona, they can communicate with the community. Right?
Yeah.
What's the reason of taking umuntu owe France, ipolisa le France, ngilifake mina eManchester? Likhuluma French.
Police force is like it's like a defense element. Let's be realistic.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So why? Yeah. So ngasu sembona wena sumfakela amasotsha wonke angavele endaweni yami ngezinye indlela uzama ukungicezela uzama uexert control or take over in a way. So that's a system that we need to address. It probably has got nothing to do much with Amashona people, anybody, but it's got more to do with government policy or particular leaders.
No, you're making a mistake. Yeah. You're making a mistake. You're making a mistake. It's got everything to do with Amashona. As I said earlier on, you've got people that are enjoying benefits by default. Right? If I am seeing mina umtanami abuse umntana when we nepa yami, right? And mina ngizithulele. Right? That means there's something wrong with me. So I have to then say to you, what are they enjoying by default? Right? So we have to learn to put ourselves in uncomfortable positions. Yeah. Same as when Kelvin, you have to turn around and get them in la uyenzeni ukhuluma isikhiwa la udonsa okuyingoma okuyihwana ka Elton John. Right? Awudonsa ndukes. Because you want to make them comfortable. La uzalalela kompana even kungakwenzi kube comfortable, uzalalela kuze kube comfortable. Thina ekhaya asikafiki estaging So good, okay, we've got a problem where the majority of the people are enjoying by benefit.
But can I ask you a question, guys? Can I ask you a question? I'll start with Elvis. I'll start with why is it every time when we talk about these topics, they tend to drag to Sean and Debele? They drag to Sean and Debele. All the topics we do, they drag. They end up in Sean and Debele. Why is it so?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. That's what I was trying to say. Like, we have made. Listen, because the thing is, we forget that there's other languages in Zimbabwe which we're not addressing. There's a people like Ulox and Kevin who attach something to Coco, listen, the very Achilles. Because we are known, we asked, I want to give you an example. Have you been to South Africa?
Yeah.
Get a text in, go text. You will find someone talking Zulu driver. You talk Spain, they communicate there is almost 6-7 languages in texting. Abantu 16. Just 16 7 languages texting. People they communicate, they get along, they go. Because Tina, we have made these two languages. You know, this is showing us as a privilege. Like I was saying, into like maybe we are being forced to it, not because willing, just for learning, for communication, wanting. But internal as we don't want to blame Umkabe on this. Umkabe took over the country. Bulawayo was one of the biggest industry in Zimbabwe. But what happened? He quickly took over from that industry. Was shifted from Bulawayo to where? To Harare. Everything was shifted to Harare. That's the things that into Zonke was centralized. What do? You are taking the power and everything. That's how you manage it. Isn't Zonke why abantu besuka into zonke abasiya Harare? It's shown us as now. This is a privilege over any other language in Zimbabwe. It's not about right. It's shown abantu basifundelayo.
In reality, I think I understand. In reality, let's be people that are realistic. Let's be people that listen to people. That's the problem. We don't listen to people. We don't really, like, we assume what people want this, which is wrong. Let Brexit here. People assume that being together is all right. And European Union. And our results are different now. Our politicians were saying, okay, we are better together. People were crying out loud and nobody was listening. We want out. So in a way, what I'm trying to say is, if you try to have any conversation and it ends up like this, it means there's something that people are saying, something that needs to be addressed. So the issues are there. Let's be realistic and not run away from them. I'm not saying what we address them by being divisive, being tribalistic, propelling discrimination and hate and all that. The issues are there. There's lots of issues of the past. There's lots of issues that are current. Some of them relate to the past that need addressing. In reality is particular minorities are being disadvantaged. It's a fact. Once you hear people speaking of devolution, it means it's a clear sign that, okay, being together in a way, in that way, is not working for us. We feel marginalized. We feel disadvantaged. So we cannot run away from that. That's why it's even written on the constitution, evolution. So in a way, what I'm trying to say is people need to accept the fact that they need to be a shift, they need to be a change. There's critical elements that need to be addressed. Even politicians or the policy makers or even the political parties as corner or yet to come, they need to really realize this. So in a way, I'm trying to say, like we were giving you an example from a police. Why would be I mean, why would police force like kumele isebenze labantu? Because policing people is not waiting ukuthi besebenze icala ubabophe. Policing people is ukusebenza labo ubakhuthaza ukuthi bengayenza amacala. Kungela communication lingazwana language barriers and all that. Why would you work in such an environment? Why would it be like that for decades and decades? Continue kuseba njalo. You know, like, oh, nxa mina ngisithi okay angenzanga icala leli ngizama ukukutshela ngesindebele ngikhulele lapho kungela sishona for example ngizama ukutshela hayi akusimi wena usithi ndiwe awuhambelana nje even kwesikhathi ngihamba ngize ngiyefike court not because kumele ngiyefike court but because there's been a language barrier and it's critical ukuthi right in such instance it's critical in such instances kumele kube le clarity kuzana I can't ukuthi somebody abe denied justice because there's been such misunderstandings. Can you imagine a lot of yeah.
Just hold on, guys. We're about to wrap up. We have got 10 minutes to wrap up this program. We have got Chabani Spanda. How are you, brother?
Ngiyaphila, uyangizwa?
Sikuzwa kahle, ungatshona ubuza imbuzi eflathele Chabani, uzwakala kuhle.
Ngiyezwa lapha bayakhuluma obhuti nabosisi.
What cup ngamafitshane usitshela ukuthi ubiswe yini lapha Chabani?
I-problem esilayo eZimbabwe laphana akusinga it's not the people but it's the system eyafakwayo nguhulumende from 1980.
Everyone says the system everybody
the policies that were brought in.
Yes. Give me the platform Mr. Spanda ngitshela the system yini ngicela ukubuza ukuthi khona iZimbabwe inama languages amangaki ngiphinde ngiphendule ngithi maybe 11. South Africa inengaki. Why South Africa ingena same problem esilayo eZimbabwe? Ukuthi isystem yabo injani? I-right ayikho corrupt. Isystem yeZimbabwe iZimbabwe ithe ithatha over.
Yeah.
Isystem yeZimbabwe ithe iZimbabwe ithathwa ngo-1980. Umhlobo othile wabuya neplani ukuthi udisadvantage eminye imihlobo yikho lapha everything went wrong khona lapha. Ngicela ukuthi ngikubuze Sibanda ukuthi khona phakathi kwethu sonke khona lapha esikule platform ngubani ongezwayo isishona?
Hayi mina ngiyasizwa baba.
Mina ngikhulele deep Matabeleland in Gwelutshena isishona ngisifundele eEngland. Umntanami ifirstborn yami uyasizwa isishona kodwa kakaze afike eMashonaland wazi kobulawayo kuphela. Ngicela ukuthi ngikhulume into othe khona awuyithanda ukuthi uzabantu beblame. Abantu besishoneni they don't tolerate eminye imihlobo. Zimbabwe
not all of them.
Yes, not all of them, but bavumela omnye uthe khona kune system eyabuya nomgabe wrong abayibona ukuthi wrong abakwazi ukuthi ba benefita kuyo kodwa lokho beyisupport bengayi oppose uqinisile. They know ukuthi khona isystem eseZimbabwe it disadvantage not amandebele kuphela wonke amakhalanga amandebele amasuthu amaXhosa amafengu kodwa leyo system beyibona injalo kabayigxeki. Omnye uthe khona nxa kuyikuthi ngisona mina khona la kufanele ngikhuzwe yilabo abakhona lapho ukuthi why isikhethe ubani ngoba engumuntu ongusisi kumbe engomnye umhlobo. Bona bayagxekana basolana kulokho. The answer is no. iZimbabwe yonke jikelele Indiana ungahamba uzuyefika eNkayi eCholocho ukhuluma isishona abantu bemaThebeleland they will accommodate you because ba tolerant bazothi asikuzwa uthini ukhuluma isishona nxa bengezwa bagijima babiza omnye umuntu ozokwanisa ukuthi ukhulume naye baku accommodate. Hamba uye eMasingo kumbe elsewhere ngibona ngalo ufika ukhuluma isindebele uzabona ukuthi banjani laba abantu. They are not tolerant until batshintshe this narrative ukuthi bona there are more Zimbabweans than eminye imihlobo ilizwe yelana ngelitshintsha until i-system yona leyana ama-policies akhona atshintshe abe equal atholise ama-equal opportunities to abantu bonke angeke kutshintshe until zonke izinto zistope ukuthi zicentralize eHarare lokho ngeke kuphele because labana abantu bayakwazi ukuthi bazoncengani kuwe uzobuya eHarare kuphela yena uzobe buya eGwanda ezofuna.
So
exactly. That's my what I was saying.
My last question is
but now bayafika ke eGwanda bayamayina but still neGwanda yakhona sikhuluma isishona.
yikho phela engikutshoyo ukuthi khona abakhuluma isishona khona phana sikuthi bayizithutha sithi abantu besindebeleni iMatabeleland and Midlands we have got people who are tolerant. That's why ngibuze ngathi kade South Africa why singena problem yona leyo. Hamba manje eThoyandou ufike ukhulume isiZulu bazokwa-accommodate uthola umZulu nomvenda bekhuluma behleka but bengazwani kahle bagcine sebewelelene khona lapha awelene khona ngoba ngale ufika ukhuluma ilanguage yakho yona leyo ufuna ukuyikhuluma. eZimbabwe kukho khona lokho thina siyavumela ukuthi omunye umuntu abuye eMatabeleland akhuluma ilanguage yakhe sima-accommodate. Nxa wena uhamba usiya kwezinye indawo uthi akhuluma ilanguage yakho uya-intimidate.
Okay, I've got someone.
Anto bengikhangela abantu lapho ukuthi eSouth Africa now isishona because ngimajority amaZimbabweans. Anto they are trying to make it so befuna ukuyidlelisa la khona eSouth Africa because of the number of Shona people abakhuluma.
Yes.
So in the coming maybe 2-3 years, yeah, we see one of the languages in South Africa because that's how the system it's made to accommodate.
Okay, I've got a.
But we don't have that system in Zimbabwe.
Okay, I've got a guy who has been doing politics for a long time. Bantu, how are you? Yeah, what brings you here?
Discussion econ.
Okay, what's your take on that?
My take is very simple. One, into ofanele sibheke ukuthi i-role ye-government within ama-discrimination lawa enzakalayo idlala yiphi i-role, because i-government is there to serve people. And then into esuka imangalise okufanele ifocus kakhulu yi-role ye-citizenship yama-citizens amaZimbabwean. I-constitution iya-articulate clear ukuthi i-minority ne-majority they must be protected. But ngubani ongakulandeliyo khonokho? Is it the people or is it the government? And i-constitution yethu ya-adopta i-devolution of power ku-final constitution yethu ka-2013. Have they ever implemented it? No. Why are they not doing it in order to sustain the power? I-problem esilayo, we can talk until ilokhuze namadonke aphume impondo. I-government yethu ayikwazi kuphatha abantu simple ngoba konke esikukhulumayo as long as singaphandle kwe-institution okuthiwa yilokuzeni i-government akulanto esizoyiphusha. We can advocate and make noise, but as long as singatshintshi i-government wena engasevi abantu, engahloniphi i-role ye-citizenship, engahloniphi i-role ye-language as abantu, i-role i-culture yabantu, kuphinde kube le devolution e-adoptwa ngama-all stakeholders in Zimbabwe. Ungabona eSouth Africa i-constitution yabo iya-protecta i-minority le-majority.
Yeah, but listen, Bantu, we are not here to discuss about the removal of government and whatever. But you guys, you should be advocating to talk to your MPs and whatever, because yeah,
we cannot advocate. It is impossible. This is where we always make a mistake. The only people that can change are the people in power. Okay. The only people that stopped slavery were the white people, the ones that were benefiting in slavery. That does not mean what the black people were not saying from the day wrong.
Okay.
This is where we get it wrong, because we think Tina as a minority we can stand up. It's impossible. The people born they have to be uncomfortable with the benefits of discrimination. umuntu osishonene nafanele sukume ethi lapha kanti indaba kungabhalwanga ngesindebele because ungangumemba lo ngiyambona ngesindebele kumbe nangu sister ngiyambona ngesindebele limdingeleni umuntu wesindebele emkhulumele same as lina konapha eEngland lamanye amazwe likhona kulamakhiwa aadvocatela wena not wena uzi-advocatele wedwa abantu abaningi ngathi singena lapha wawusithi ngawungena bekubuza ukuthi do you need a translator?
Yeah.
Abazange besibuze konoko.
That's smooth.
Why? So that you can communicate much better.
Thank you very much.
Ngibani okhulumayo eHarare ukuthi do you need a translator? Mina khona nami ngayingena ePlumtree umuntu embuze ethi do you need a translator ngoba lapha kukhulunywe ini? Kukhuluma isikhalanga. Siza kudingela umuntu okwazi ukukhuluma isindebele.
But Mr. Moderator, I will support Mr. Z. If you can understand speaker uyathi a moderator debate parliament omnye umuntu asuka akhuluma ngelanguage yakhe instead ukuthi kube le interpreter the very person minister often aphendule umbuzo ulephoyo ukutshela omnye umuntu ukuthi angizwa isindebele. What's that nonsense?
Okay, guys, we are wrapping up. Let me start by this. That you have raised a very important issue. I'm starting by talent. When do you think you will see in Zimbabwe, in parliament or in anything, someone is saying, do you need a translator? How long do you think that will happen?
Ave lokho parliament vela ngifunqamba manga because ayikho into engiyazi ngeparliament yeZimbabwe. Yena ngizihlalela nje.
Elvis, how long do you think Zimbabwe are saying, do you need a translator?
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon because it's been how long now?
No.
And then it's always using one language.
How long do you think? Do you think it won't happen?
Loco.
But it's going to take ages. It's going to take years and years.
Okay.
But it's not anytime soon.
Okay, Bantu, you want to say something about to finish?
Yeah, I just want to challenge you when you're having these talks.
Yeah.
You know, when you're having these talks, ukuluma labantu abantu ba raise the serious issues which asifuna ukukhuluma over politics. There are platforms that are talks whereby you talk the truth. Because in edit asifuna ukukhuluma over politics, yini edit protector is the gang.
Okay.
No. We are not protecting izigangi but yena uyibeka kahle ukuthi lapha asikhulumi ngepolitics sikhuluma neyinkinga esinazo and
asivumelana like opinion it matters.
Yeah,
I think I tend to somehow concur with him. He's got a valid point. At the end of the day, politics does affect us in a bearing into our lives.
Okay, let me answer both of you. Let me answer you. When I come in here, ZE, I mean, you know, I don't want to be labeled as if here I'm coming here to form something which fights the government of Zimbabwe. I'm a journalist. I bring topics which are not by people. So we can talk about whatever, but me, whenever. So that's why every time when I say on reference and say says who, I don't want myself to be labeled as if I'm part of
Madam Philip.
Yes.
Madam Philip, ngicabanga ukukhumbuza sonke nisikhona ba C6. Ngicabanga ukukhumbuza something that Madam Philip does. I find very annoying. Right?
Yeah.
Siyangena kunaba ku platform yakhe. Ingeyakhe platform manje nguye ukucontrol nguye moderator ngayifuna ukucicwa icicha manje siyavumelana
yeah
kodwa ujayela ukuthi every single time ngasikhuluma ethi Kelvin akukhulume ngesikhiwa khona abantu bayakuzwa kumbe hayi Kelvin la ukwazi ukukhuluma ngesindebele right?
Okay,
that's a good thing, but it frustrates me, but it's a very good thing. It says ukuthi for what you are saying, make sure that everyone hears. Ngokwenza lokufaka leshona faka Kelvin leshona. Right? Ungakhomba ukuhlala esindebeleni kuphela. Ngoba ngathi siyahlala isindebele ngathi platform lo shona sikhuluma ngesindebele yaziwa abantu besindebele ukuthi sikhuluma ngani. Right?
Yeah.
A country has to be run that way. The majority has to be put in pressure to accommodate the minority. Right?
Yeah.
ukuthi even ngafika eHarare ngangiyehla mina eHarare airport hanjo
yeah
ngingadingi ukuthi kathi vele kathi malume Philip ishona lesana sikhamba njani ngafuna udeclare isikhwama sami ngithini ngafuna ukuthi isikhwama ngeshona hanjo kudingwe ngoba khona phala ngayinyathela mina sengiyi-minority hanjo kudingwe accommodate lami kumfikise we do this ezindlini zethu ngakubuya umntwana lese umngane omntwana wakhe hanjo
yeah
uya-accommodate umntwana lwana it does not mean ukuthi usulahla owakho umntwana ngoba you understand ukuthi wena ngawuyanika owakho umntwana izinto eziyi-2 lwana umnike 1 it becomes unfair kungcono nike lowu ongasowangikhaya eziyi-2 lo wangikhaya ngumnike 1 ngoba ngiyakwazi vele ngile bhegi yezidzi phansi kombheda but nguyenza umntwana lona ebe happy labantwana abasendlini base bekwazi ungcono siletha abangani bethu ngoba lamhla siyachaya i-take away ngoba every time ngakuya abangani kenzwani kungani kule freedom kuyaphefumuleka lapha endlini a country has to be run that way to understand ukuthi ama-discrimination malume are there but the majority the ones that are discriminating have to be placed in an uncomfortable position to accommodate me for me to ask uKelvin kumbe umalume lapho ukuthi hayi kanti vele eyakho language oyikhulumayo kuyini okwakho ukudla okukuthandayo Kevin kuyini sizadla khona okulamhla endlini ngoba yakho you are not here forever yabona
but through you Mr Moderator enye into emfuna ukuthi sibe clean nxa uyi-independent journalist i-platform yakho must always accommodate ama-independent views ungesabi i-appetite kwakulama-journalist aye ama-views amanje agcina through their stations through their platforms bagcina bedefeate in i-system ebolileyo le-America. So what I'm trying to say here is ukuthi ama-policy e-government they are very important ku-policy making. If kathesi nxa bekwanisa uku-introduce i-bond from i-rand to US dollar to i-bond to i-RTGS, if they can have a good policy yet discrimination, they can do it. Abafuni kuyitshintsha.
Okay. All right, guys.
Hey, Mr. Moderate, ngicela ukuthi embeke nami kancane.
Ngifaka.
Ngizwe usithi khona i-politics lapha. Uyabona i-topic yona le esikhuluma ngayo before vele nje kulumlomo yi-politics yona le. Before nje you say anything. Yi-politics yona le. Ngoba ukuze sifike lapha esikhona manje it's because of politics.
Okay. I know. I understand.
Number 2, ngiphendule umbuzo weparliament lwana ukuthi khona kuzofakwa kwaba ne-interpreter yini eparliament angazi ukuthi njani.
Yeah, ngibuzile ngathi khona when do you think this will happen?
It will not happen and we're not going to support ukuthi kwenzeke khona lokho. Why? Because umuntu oyi-leader ose-parliament kufanele afunde ama-language wonke. Intimidation le esikhuluma ngayo iqala eParliament. Mina ngiyayibukela iParliament yeZimbabwe nanxa ingena sense. Ungakhuluma ngesindebele uya-intimidate eParliament yeZimbabwe. So they want the interpreter because all leaders in that parliament must learn all languages of Zimbabwe because they are there to represent ama-Zimbabweans wonke awemhlobo echiyeleyo.
Okay.
No. Iqiniso is we've accepted ukuthi English is the official language. That's the first language in a way when it comes to issue parliament documentation. The same parliamentarians when they are conducting press locals and they are writing their documentation is key. And we also agree with right. Once you speak in English, parliament, everyone that is there can understand. So choosing a particular language and dwelling on it, clearly knowing what everybody else is not represented in that language is a wrong thing. So in a way, we don't really need interpreter, but we just need to condemn a thing that is wrong. To choose that particular language.
I
But
don't
is that
think that's needed.
unconstitutional?
No,
Is that
no, no, that's
unconstitutional to use your mother language in parliament? It is allowed
This
in the
is
it's
constitution.
allowed.
But
That's
this,
what I
the,
want to try to say.
but
It's
the,
allowed.
but
So
guys,
why do we have to use English?
One
Or,
person at a time, guys.
Hold
One
on.
person at a time.
Hold on, guys.
One time. Hold on.
Into that, I think I understand here is very simple. English is not an official language, that's just lies. English is a language of documentation.
that means it's an
The
official language.
is Shona.
Uh,
You can
that-
go to any government office and speak Shona, and someone will understand you. You can go to any government and speak Kalanga, and no one will understand you.
right, like
English is a language of documents.
But is that is wrong. That is wrong. Ngoba officially eZimbabwe English is
No.
the
No.
official language.
English, no.
Ngakutshela ngoba ngani ishona leyo is used to manipulate and divide abantu.
Ngizama ukuthi lalela lapha mebras ungizwe ukuthi ngithi ama-documents siwabhala ngesikhiwa nje
Yeah.
la kufica kunjalo. But if I want to communicate ngifuna i-passport angeke ngifike mina kwehlula even e-embassy la ngithi ngifuna i-passport right? Like I can't get a passport by that language. But
Yeah,
if I go ukuthi ngithi mina ndinota passport bazambuza ngizayizuza le passport yakhona ngilamanga yini.
But that doesn't make it officially.
No.
Yes, yes, I'm here to you.
It is officially by default.
Into officially into constitution zethu. We cannot try and
No.
recommend into wrong. This is how
I-constitution kayela so mebras anje nasi inkinga esilayo.
I-constitution eZimbabwe iyastate ama-languages. I think they're 13 or 12.
They are 17.
Yeah, there.
Yes, but those 17 language, in language number 17, you cannot use it anyway.
Clear. Constitutionally, in this country, these languages are officially used.
Yes.
So when I want to say
mebras lalela into engitshoyo, you can't take language number 17 ekhala pa uyisebenzise.
What you're trying to say, Amashona, Ishona dialect is the majority. We need to agree or
No. Listen.
Yeah,
Ishona
go to South Africa, the majority is Zulu. But if you go to our provinces, each and every province, promote the language.
No, the problem you are looking at it wrongly. This is where the problem is.
No, but the problem
explain. Even if you say abantu besitongeni bekhuluma isitonga kufundisa isitonga, it won't help. Because at the end of the day, umuntu wesitongeni ngayifuna i-passport kumbe funa ukuyabhadala amanzi uza fanele ekhulume ishona.
But you don't understand when governance, the moment you implement a devolution, which means get decentralized, ama passport azokwenziwa
Malum,
ama passport azokwenziwa all over.
You are not Mana, that will never solve the problem. Because you are not dealing with the problem. You are turning around and creating isolated places.
What we need to do is
I think we need to understand what is. I mean,
I just want to solve the problem now.
Yeah. I think Uzet said it's shown an official language. Let's give him a chance to explain why he's saying official language.
Yes.
Then because mina lawe what is his name? I think Tina with Tifa was saying official language is key. So I think gives a chance ukuthi asitshele ukuthi official language is shona ngani.
Okay. Mina lo malumu Philip sikambe sonke ekhaya. Yeah? Mina isikhiwa ngizasebenzisa kuze kuyefika laphana. umalume la uzasebenzisa isikhiwa size sefike endaweni eyi-1 right. Then umalume Philip esikhwameni sakhe ekhipha ishona right, uzandlula lapha mina engime khona ngesikhiwa sami right. So it means ukuthi mina ngakhipha isikhalanga ngesazi isikhalanga ngikhipha isikhalanga angeke mfike la se-Pipe Bridge. When we are saying ukuthi those languages are equal ephepheni, asikhipheni iphepha leli silifake eceleni, asikhayeleni Zimbabwe as what it is. We have to turn around and make it clear ukuthi umuntu webhinga can walk as efike eMtare right, kuzuzakale umuntu okwanisa ukukhuluma isiTonga right, ekwanisa ukuzi-expressa ezwakala ukuthi uthini esemtare. But ekhaya kuya-understandeka ukuthi the moment uphuma ebhinga even usiyangena kobulawayo sokutshayisa indebele akula muntu oza kudingela i-translator. Bangaki ogogo abakilizayo iqiniso lihle guys here abakiliza i-language that have turned around i-language ipomba ukukhulunywa endlini kuphela. When we understand ukuthi khonapha emazweni indaba singafuni ukufunda into eyenzakala lapha emazweni e-England ukuthi ngakuthiwa e-NHS ngale zatshayisana thina lokhu okubhalwe khona isindebele leshona ku-billboard. And that make me feel proud. Ngibona kubhalwe isindebele leshona ku-billboard kunikwa ama-instructions. Why? Because a little number of people that were coming to that NHS were from Zimbabwe. They were accommodated right.
Yeah.
Kuyehlulani ukuthi thina lathi ukwanisa uku-accommodate ngoba lapho ngi-accommodatayo khona lami ngizakuthanda i-language yami by your accommodation right.
Yeah.
Lami ngizaba ne-proud ku-culture yami ngoba sunyekele ngiyayipractice right. But if you are going to bring ipolisa elebhinga ulihambise eMtare, ipolisa leMtare ulihambise eCholocho, what are you trying to say there?
Hayi semina senguzwile zethu Kev wathi khapha siqediseni leyo ndlela abanye nawo lokuzeni nobantu siqedeni.
Right. I think when we say sometimes ama languages afanana doesn't necessarily mean ukuthi nxa ngiwebhinga ungafika eMtare thola umuntu okhuluma isiTonga kumbe thola umuntu, it's not really feasible. But what we are saying is nxa usebhinga asibone kulama instructions abhalwe ngesiTonga ku locality yakho because abantu bezwe isiTonga. Sibone kule into ezikahulumende ezibhalwe ngesiTonga. Sibone amaphepha engesiTonga, sibone i-communication i-prioritizer isiTonga. Equally sibone nxa singaye emathebeleleni sifike emasuthwini ngale sithole izinto zibhalwe ngesisuthu, sithole i-communication isenziwa ngesisuthu hayi ngesindebele. So that's simple what we are saying ukuthi right nxa singena ema-ofisini we know ukuthi everything is documented in English, everything ngaze sikhulume ngesishona ema-parliament but nxa siyibhala ngesikhiwa. So ukukhuluma ngesishona is an element of defiance nje kuphela. It's like nxa ngafika mina eMutare where I know ukuthi nobody understands my language ngifike ngikhuluma isindebele. That's an act ye-defiance nje kuphela ukuthi right I'm imposing, I'm just trying to tell people ukuthi assume identity yami engaso yabo. That's all there is. Ngoba to change one man's language is to change his identity in a way. To make people really try to understand your language is changing their identity. It's like it's imposing. It's like changing my name. So this is all we are saying. Right? In as much as we've got all these other languages, and when is our so prioritized. So this brings me to say, okay, in Parliament, if I know what the Parliament has got all these other people, let it be neutral. It's enshrined in the Constitution to say, why are people not using this keyword? So it's just defiance. It's just disrespecting other people, disrespecting other citizens, or so I think we need to just address that, engakuqalisisa indaweni zethu ukuthi lapho okulamatonga sibhaleni ama-instructions ngesiTonga. lapho
No,
amakhalanga
mina
sibhale
don't agree. Hayi mina ngivumelani nalokho. We need to deal with the problem.
Bayibalekele problem. They want
I-problem
to create
ngicela ukuthi khona nditshela into eyi-one. Enkayi khona laphana kumbe elokhuzane echolotsho khona lapha. Kunompoyisa ofakiweyo khona laphana ongakwaziyo ukukhuluma isindebele. So ungabhala isindebele sifake emdulini usifakela bani ngoba abantu labana kumbe uthatha isitongo usifake lapha usifakela bani ngoba the very person who is serving the people does not understand the local language.
I think we've said it even before to say policies and all those other things need to be addressed. I think we've said sasizafaka ukuthi akumelanga kube kwini I mean ukufaka abantu from another region bebe ngamapholisa or bengakwanisi language it's so very wrong.
Okay,
so I think
then there's no need to bring ongama solution onjengokuthi akubhalwe ilanguage yenu ifake emdulwini. Once you solve that problem equal opportunities local jobs face to the local people solve the problem and sanity ifake lokhu zenathi izinto zonke lezi.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you so much. We've been here so long. Right, our next topic tomorrow, for those who are interested, it's just a topic in the topic 80. We are only living together because of children. That is our topic. I'm just living with them because of the kids. Will you be one of them? Kwabantu ohlalela ukuthi hayi mina ekhulumeni iqiniso akula sex akulani ngihlalele nje abantwana. That is our topic for tomorrow. Guys, I just want to say
kanti vele kuhlalelwani malume Philip kuhlalelwani imdlwane.
Hayi no that is the topic
no hayi ngiyabuza phela malume ukuthi nami khona ngiyabakwazi ukuthi maybe lapha sengihlalela into erongo ngichiyo ngabantwana lokho ngiyedinga.
engikuhlalelwa imali
bakhona abantu abakwaziyo ukuthi mhlawumbe sibili umuntu wakhona uyazi ukuthi sure uyazi ngabe vela ngizalanga lo muntu ngabe vele kudala ngachaya phansi but sendelele ngabantu. Yeah, bakhona abantu abanjalo. Guys, thank you so much. What did you learn from this topic today, KV, in 1 second?
I'm just learning quite a lot ukonokana ukuthi okay singabandlululani of course because siqale sengakho ukube isiqokoqela. And then the biggest topic was to say ukuthi kule challenge we are a long way to go as Zimbabwe when it comes to addressing these issues. Like I think it started as a small thing, it's now drawing us to say policy making is wrong, our systems are wrong, this a lot of things. I think the thing engithola which I think much more often kumele engage esikhulume ngezinto ezizona lezi size sibe le solution. But sometimes we don't talk about things. Yeah, we don't talk about things and the institutes always look as continuous on that. Yeah.
Exactly in 2 seconds.
Yeah, but Mina, what I'm trying to learn, because I'm still in the process, is I fear ukuthi owamumntwana ngayifuna ukuyahlala eHarare ngasoze kwanisa ukuhlala ngoba kuyabe isindebele sakhe sabe singasayaziwa isikhalaka sakhe sabe ngasa-understandeki. We have to open up. Zimbabwe is for all, and we have to be able to move around with whatever language. We have to be forced to speak whatever language. We have to be forced to say comfort zone. Now I'm gonna have a sesifunda ukukhuma isikhiwa 24/7. Lapho umuntu engathi how are you Philip? I'm okay mate. Awunyeke ukuthi andiri bomb koma.
Okay, right to.
Mina angifundanga kakhulu. I'm a little bit scared ukuthi while we are talking about Shona, Ndebele tribalism will be overtaken by events. In new generation, they are more bothered about our bread and butter issues, the employment. Tina, so we look at focusing into internal time will be overtaken by events. New generation won't be interested in the tribalism.
Okay. Think brother.
Mina ngithi mina kubalekile ukuthi sithi engage kuma conversation anjengawona lawa because as far as I'm concerned abantu base-Zimbabwe, they are on the ball, but the government is letting them down. So we need to discuss and after that engage with the government. We know they are not listening people as they claim, but we need to engage them because if we discuss, we can discuss and discuss. Amadonkaza amile imponda kunanto ezoyenzeka.
Okay, right. Guys, thank you so much on behalf of everyone who contributed. Ngiyabonga kakhulu, guys.
Madam. Thank you, guys.
Yes, everyone who came in today, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much. Yeah, Sasa, we are discussing about kulabo abanezindlu ukuthi are you one of those people oyabesithi hayi mina ngihlalele nje abantwana but sesiphuma eqinisweni ezamacansi lapha nomama hayi sokwaphela kusela lutho ngihlalele nje abantu bami ngangogarira abana bangu ini ukuthi abachokwa lizwebonde apha kuthina athi sisina zwebonde kana nthina zwebonde ndilwenda kungwesamo xa ngifuna lami ukulala lo muntu ngiyahamba ngiyedinga ngalalela ephandle iprogram yakusasa yes it can be a topic nenge bantu basho ngathi inonyadzisa ingaba itopic yabantu abafuna ukubona iyayangisa kodwa hayi it is happening especially in the diaspora a lot of people kuthi abachoka divorce arikuwanda ama-divorce alokho esiba maningi ngendaba yokuthi kona kulento ehluphayo. We need to discuss about these things. Are you part of those people who will say no, me to be honest, no sex, we are just living together because of kids? My name is the Air Marshal Commander Philip Swanda. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Swanda. I hope you enjoyed the program for today. Let's call it a day for today. Sivana ngengoma phela evela kujahe lidala uwachecha ingoma emnandi okwamagama ingoma ethi incwadi yakho ngiyibonile engibhalelwe lijahe lidala. Siyabonga. Have a nice day. God bless you. From the voice of the Air Marshal Commander. I love you so much. Good.